All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Barbara D in the building. What is going on, sister? How are you? Sorry, I started a little late. I had to got my live stream up a little bit late this morning. Hope you guys are well. Man, looking forward to this. Looking forward to all of this good stuff coming up this weekend, man. Let me take a sip. We got 12 people in the house, man. Y'all hit that like button on your way in. Please make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. And I'm going to wait for y'all to come in here a little bit more. Lamar Jones in the building. What's going on, man? How are you? Hold on one second. What's going on, Lamar Jones? H-Town 713 in the building. Greets fire. What's going on? Yeah, we got violence coming up this weekend, man. Richard Paris in the building. What's going on? Big T in the building. What's going on? Bono's Fuego. Be Easy in the building. What's going on? Bala, Jarrell, Christopher Brown. Good morning. Adrian Molina in the building. Let me give you your gong, brother. What's going on, man? Oh, and Barbara D. Let me give you your gong too. All right. So we got some smack talking coming from Vasyl Lomachenko, man. We got some smack talking coming from Lomachenko. Sergio B said hello from Oh, that's dope. Okay, cool. Just hold on one second. Don't forget the gong. Good. I'm not gong hood, brother. Hey, yeah, I hit that gong for you, brother. I hit that gong for you. You know I did. I won't see super chat, so well, I now don't see him, can't get him, but always gong for you, brother. Always gong for you. Hold on one second. Oh, big time in the building. John Boy in the building, man. Super thanks for your video. God dang it, John Boy. Thank you, John Boy. Much love in that super chat, brother, yesterday, and that super thanks, brother, for my guy John Boy last night. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man, so much. LaMarcus Robinson in the building. Powerhouse Watson said, good morning, OG. It's Team Haney over here all day. Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, ride with your boy. I got no problem with it, man. I'm honestly, man, I'm indifferent in this particular fight. I'm not a big fan of Loma fans, but Devin Haney, some of y'all David Haney fans really get on my nerves. Y'all overdo it. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen a fan base for black fighters that have been so abrasive and so dramatic. You know what I mean? And yes, sir, I got it. That's what's up. Yeah, man. But look, let's get into it, man. I want to do something in the first couple portions of this live stream, man, where I want to actually kind of review some of the news that took place outside of the title. Something took place yesterday. I did a video about it. I knew not a lot of people were going to care about it, especially because of what was going on with the Devin Haney and Lomachenko yesterday. But I said, hey, man, what the heck, man? Let me start doing a couple of these videos. What's going on, Tara Sims? Do some of these videos where we talk about some stuff that, you know, it's not really all that big to everybody else. But I'm happy that Deontay Wilder is going to get a shot at Alexander Usyk. And because that looks like that's what's going to happen, because I don't think that that Daniel Dubois is actually ready to fight Alexander Usyk, because it's been 6 months from his torn ACL. 6 months from a torn ACL. Don't really know if you're going to be all the way back, man. Dontre Thomas says, salute, Fanon. Haney fans are pushing me to root for Loma. They'll do that. They'll do that, man. They will 100% do that, man. They will definitely make you feel like you, not necessarily that you want, I mean, you know, it makes it hard to root for Devin Haney. What's going on, Steven? It makes it hard to root for him, number one. Definitely. But it does also make you want their fans to lose so that you can so they'll shut up, right? So they'll stop trying to run everybody down, bro. Did you see Arum on Fight Hype explain that fighters' expectations on what they want to make hinder some of these fights? What are your thoughts? He said he can work with Al. Yeah, but he also said, yeah, I heard what he said. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But just very briefly, I think that he just co-signed. Pretty much what he did was he co-signed what Leonard Ellerby said and what I've been saying for a while. It's the mathematics of it. You can't get out. You really can't get outside of the mathematics in situations like that. You have a guy named Bob Arum who's in business to make money. What's going on, Tony Robles? Let me slow down, make sure I do this. Hey, and again, much love to everybody in the Cash App, which is you see below you. That's the only way that you can support the channel. So thank you guys. Anybody that supports the channel, thank you guys very, very much for supporting on Cash App. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. That is just very obvious, or it should be obvious to a lot of people, that what you have is a situation where Bob Arum has to make money. The other promoter has to make money. The managers have to make money, and the fighters have to make money. The fighters getting paid are one aspect of boxing that we talk about all the time. The promoters getting paid and the networks getting what they want out of it is just as big a part. So when talking about Gervonta, when he's talking about Gervonta Davis fighting, I think he was talking about Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, look, man, we're going to invest all this money in these big guarantees. We're going to invest all this money in this big game, man. Hey, my guy, Adrian Molina in the super chat, brother. Thank you, man. He said, we with you, bro. Don't forget the gong. Yes, sir, brother. Big time in that big $10 holler, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Adrian Molina, man. Thank you for the support, brother. Really does make a difference, man. That's why I tell you guys, it's supporters and not viewers that are the most important thing in your channel, man. So yeah, these guys, and thank you again, Adrian Molina. Yeah, you guys, they've got to make money. So if Gervonta is going to want a big guarantee, I don't know if he's going to want a big guarantee or whatever. He may just be happy with the pay-per-view, but there's going to be a certain amount of money that Shakur wants to make for that fight. Lomachenko wants to make for that fight. Devin wants to make for that fight. And they're not going to get it with Gervonta because none of those guys really in and of themselves are big draws. You know, none of them really are big draws when you compare it to hold on one second. Hold on, I'm sorry. Yeah, so you know, that's what he was saying. So yeah, I definitely saw that, and I've explained it on the channel. I've explained, hey man, again, brother, thank you so much, Adrian Molina. And I've explained that on the channel, man. I explain it consistently on the channel. That when people are talking about fighters ducking each other, they act like that doesn't exist. It exists. That is a real thing. It is a real thing that Bob Arum will say no to a fight that he is promoting if he can't make money on it. It's not just as simple as saying, oh, just send him the contract and do it. And that's what Leonard Ellerby said when they talked about Devin and about Lomachenko and Shakur, saying, look, man, Bob Arum is the one that's not going to want that fight because Bob is not about to invest all that money in these fighters and then send them over to the PBC and make no money in a fight. It just doesn't make any sense. You got to be able to make money. And that's the truth. And that may be something that people don't want to hear, but it's the truth. And I don't think you can get outside of that when you're talking about what fights should be made, what fights can be made, and all of that. Anybody can Gervonta Davis with anybody that he fights is going to be the one that is going to be the one draw, is going to take away most of the money out of that fight. Because he's the Mike Tyson in the heavyweight. He's the Mike Tyson in the lightweight division. You can say, if you want to compare it to the heavyweights, like 80s and 90s heavyweights, you can say, okay, Lennox Lewis, and I'm talking about Mike Tyson at the height of Mike Tyson, when Mike Tyson was undefeated and Mike Tyson was knocking out everybody. Nobody is getting A-side. It doesn't matter who the champion is, right? It matters. It matters what Mike Tyson is doing. Now, he may turn around and run into a Buster Douglas, but Buster Douglas got paid on the second fight, not the first. I understand what you're saying. Raheem said, I understand what you're saying about Devin Haney fans, but I'm going to have to ride with Devin on this fight. Hey, man, you can ride with him every fight, brother. What's going on, Rise Podcast? How you feeling, man? How can I send you money through Cash App? I'm new to this, bro. Tony Robles, Cash App, you just got to, this is a sign right here. You put through Cash App, you put in $FANNONINT. And then you send it. And it should come up for non-international boxing. It may come up Martin Blackwell. But hey, man, if you support me, I appreciate you. A million ways, bro, because it's going to be absolutely dry over here for a month. You know what I mean? Then we'll be back to Super Cat Chats in about 6 weeks, I do think. Chillville said, Haney gonna push Loma backwards and dominate. Look, man, actually, I'm gonna give with the really good questions that people give today. I understand what you're saying. Okay, hold up, man. I'm a Haney fan. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a Haney fan, but don't get me wrong. But I don't lose if he loses. I mean, look, if him losing is a setback on the real. Hey, thank you, Tony Robles, for asking, man. Yeah, it's right here. $FANNONINT. Thank you, brother. Channel support Devin by dissing Lomachenko. Worst way to do it, in my honest opinion. That's always the worst way to do it. But that's what you get with boxing fans. You have people that are diehard and riding with their guy. So whenever there's a subject brought up about their guy and the other guy can do no right. The other guy can do no right, and their guy can do no wrong, and they get stuck into that. But that's fun. That's fanfare. That's what it is. You know what I mean? That's kind of what we do. We do fanfare. It's fanfare. So the more that happens, the better it is for the fight. The more interest there is for the fight, and all of that. I don't know how much interest really there is for this fight, but at the same time, it's all good. What's going on, Windy City? Assassin, Mr. Pragmatic in the building. What's going on, Mr. Pragmatic? How you feeling, brother? Always good to see you. DH in the building. What's going on? Boxing Dad, salute to you, sir. Adrian Molina. Yeah, you know it. That's my guy, Adrian Molina. Hector brings another demographic. Yeah, he does. Let me slide down to the end of this. Loma doesn't seem to be too impressed by Devin Haney. No, he doesn't, man. No, he doesn't. But, I mean, honestly, man, he's just a vet. I think he's a vet, man. I think he's very much a vet of the game. I don't think you're going to get Lomachenko to get extremely excited about things. But he's been sitting down and been focusing on preparing for the fight. And he also has known who he's going to fight for a while. So he says he has a game plan. He has a game plan for it. And we'll see, man. And we'll see whether or not he's going to have a good game plan for that. And whether or not he's going to be able to win the fight. But I'm going to tell you, man, do not be surprised if you don't pay for the fight and you wake up on Sunday morning. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if what you wind up seeing happen is that Lomachenko wins that fight. I just say don't be surprised. But you better hope that that he's not true about Devin Haney being one-dimensional. Even though I think that the guy from Fight Hype kind of put those words in his mouth. He does. I mean, I like the dude. I ain't got a problem with him. Don't get me wrong. But he will ask a question which will put things in people's mouths. And Bob Arum did not appreciate that at all. Like Bob Arum, I know Bob Arum didn't like that at all, man. We talk about Fresh Baker because we like boxing. Fanon said it best. Haney needs a true beatdown or stoppage to improve his net ratings and viewership. Yeah, he does. That's just a fact, man. Well, it's not a fact. I think, let me put it this way. I believe it would help greatly. I think that it would help greatly. I mean, otherwise, man, you know, you'll be Winky Wright. You know, you'll be up here be Winky Wright. And that's all right, man. You being Winky Wright. But understand you're going to be Winky Wright. Hey, my guy, Mr. Pragmatic, brother. Hey, thank you, brother. Oh, that's dope. Man, you got the Spider-Man. You got that Spider-Man accent. From Mr. Pragmatic, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the support, man. Because I appreciate you regular supporters. Thank you making the transition to Cash App for because you know I'm doing like a 6-week bid on YouTube. But that's all right, man. It's my fault. I shouldn't have put them shorts up. It is what it is, man. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mr. Pragmatic, for your support. And let me give you that gong, man. Thank you so much for keeping the color in the Cash App. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Mr. Pragmatic, let me ask you a question, man. Who do you have in this fight? I need predictions. I think, well, I can't give no pride away. I'm broke, but can't give a prize. Maybe I can't give a prize. I should give a prize for the person that most accurately predicts. I don't use Cash App, but I used to support you. Thank you, Mr. Pragmatic. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Mr. Pragmatic, it means a ton. Believe it. It means an absolute positive ton to the channel. Loma by a majority decision. I like that. Oh, that's an upset. Hold on, man. I thought you said Devin by, man, Lomachenko by majority decision. What's going on, Steve Mega? What would you have to do? What would have to transpire in order for that to take place? Lomachenko have to push the gas early. Loma by, okay, my guy said Loma GM by Loma by you. Man, we got a lot of Loma, man. Got two people jumping out here with Lomachenko. I don't need the Devin Haney fans to jump out here getting mad and calling people names, man. Thanks, chat, for the bail money. For your older guy, for our guy. I'll say, thanks, chat, for the bail money for our guy under YouTube jail. Yeah, man, I'm on YouTube jail, dog. They got to do it. It's my fault, though. Got to do the crime. Well, actually, it's not a crime. God, dog. It's actually like more like it's nitpicking, really. But whatever it is, man, it is what it is, man. Appreciate you, man, for real. But I am going to be doing videos about anything I want to do for a little while. I got to do my Deontay Wilder video because there wasn't no sweat about it. I can't tell you enough about how much I appreciate all that you do for the community, Fanon, for Martin. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Tony. Oh, man, that's huge. Mr. Robles, man, thank you, bro. That's huge. Professional pool player. God is good. God is good. Professional pool player, but massive boxing fan. Dude, I was visualizing myself having a pool table because that, man, I swear, you play professional pool, oh my God, man. Hey, man, you got to hit me up. Hey, man, that's a big $25 holler, brother. Thank you so much, bro. You got to hit me up somehow, man. I got to get some tips because when I get into this new house, man, I'm definitely gonna get myself a laptop. I mean, I'm definitely gonna get myself my room, and my dream is to have a room with a pool table in it. I actually get pretty good at pool when I play enough. I was studying how to play and all that stuff, but man, I love playing pool, man. Hey, Mr. Robles, thank you so much for your support, man. Man, that is a great profession, man. Professional pool player, but a massive boxing fan. God, dog, I want to be good at pool. Fans, we need to support Devin Haney so Tank can knock him out. That's the fight we really want. Buy the pay-per-view. And again, Robert Robles, thank you, brother. Let me give you another gong for that, man. Shout out to thank you, brother. Thank y'all for keeping the gong going. Thank you. And my guy, Antonio Brown, much love in the Cash App with the $5 holler, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Man, thank you guys, man. Amazing. Y'all about to bring a black man to tears in this mug. Thank you. What happened with Joseph Hawkins? Hold on, man. Let me back up. Salute to all. Please, everybody, keep my family in your prayers. I was with my family last night and we shared our last memories with our grandmother, gone home to the Lord after 95 years. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Justin Hawkins' grandmother. I'm sure that you will miss her, and I'm sorry for your loss. I'm glad that you had her for 95 years. I am glad that you had her for 95 years. I am very, very happy that I've had my parents for over 80 years. And I most certainly hope that I will have my parents when they are 95. So my condolences to you. Heartfelt sympathy for your loss. Mr. Outlaw said support for the channel. Thanks for the boxing info. Hey, thank you, brother. Big $10 holler, brother. Thank you so much, man, for your support, bro. Thank you for your support, man. And thank y'all to being part of the family on the live streams that we do every day, man. Thank you so much, man. And my guy, Mr. Hayes in the building said, just blessing you for 9 like you bless me daily. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man, more than you know, man. Thank you, man. Somebody said tank ducking is factual. Yeah, man. Who is Tank Duck? Feel free to hit the link, man. We on link time for this month. I need somebody in my cell block. I need somebody in my YouTube cell block. There you go. If Tank Duck, please explain your position. Explain your position. Fanon, the buildup for this fight was horrible, and seeing them walk down the hallway together. Did they walk down the hallway together? I didn't watch any of that, bro. And again, man, DH in the building, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. My guy said, yeah, just thank you, brother. Again, just blessing me like I bless you. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. So, look, man. Then I'm telling you, I'm alone on my cell block for like 6 weeks. So I'm gonna do the videos that Kamal Oz asked me to do about Bum Lufkin. Believe it. Believe it. No, I mean it is. I mean, I would love to explain who Gervonta Davis is ducked. I would love to hear it. I want to hear. I truly. What happened? Oh my God, hey man, Los. Hey, my man Los, hey, for commissary. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, dog. You better believe it. Thank you, man. Damn right, that's some commissary. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you more than you can imagine, man. Thank you, Los. I'm gonna call you Los because I call everybody goes by Carlos Los. So my bad if you don't want to be called Los. No, when you take a day off, it messes my day up. Oh, I'm not taking no days off, brother. Chillville in the building said, for now, when you take a day off, it messes up my day up. I know that's selfish to me. It's not. It's not. Thank you for telling me that. I'm not taking days off. I try not to take days off because I understand that, man. I like, dude, that's one of the purpose of it, man. One of the purposes of it is to give you guys something consistent. We can chop it up every day, man. That's why I said it's about having a community of people a community of people that talk boxing together. You know what I mean? A lot of people that you get along with, where you get along with them, you actually kind of know them because you may exchange informations with them on a daily basis. You know, even though you don't see them in person. Yeah, man, absolutely. I understand 100%, man. When some of y'all don't show up to live stream, I feel the same way. But How come I can't send a super chat? Because I'm not going to be allowed for Avery 81st. I'm not for probably between 4 and 6 weeks. I'm not going to be able to get any super chats because I had YouTube shorts on my channel. And so they were like, nah, that's reused content. And they said I can't monetize my stuff. So my super chat disappears, man. Super chat disappears for like 6 weeks. That's why I said I'm in YouTube jail. It is what it is. But it's my fault. I did it. I confess. It is what it is. Thoughts on the WBC giving Floyd and Gotti winner the inaugural Juneteenth belt? I think that it is absolutely positively ridiculous, Kamal Oz. I think that it is absolutely positively ridiculous, and they should just stick to sanctioning boxing matches and stop making all of these public. Stop trying to get, man, I don't need that. You know what I mean? I don't need the WBC. First of all, Juneteenth is when they freed slaves in Texas. Okay? I don't need no Kwanzaa belts. I don't need no now, because it used to be the Kwanzaa belt. Dang, you can't have shorts and no. You can have them, but if it's I don't want to explain what it is. Basically, if you don't edit it enough and make it unique enough to yourself, they consider it reused. So if more people put up the same thing and it looks the same, they'll be like, oh, this is reused. And they don't want a bunch of the same stuff out there. So that's what it is. It's not that you can't do it. It's just I had to do it differently than I did it. So it is what it is, though, man. It's a creativity issue. Jarrell Hadi said that my Cash App is right here. Fanon INT right there. Yeah, it's a creativity issue. But it is what it is. Like I said, it's like it is what it is. It's like I just have to put audio over the top of it. If I put audio over the top of it, I wouldn't have any problem. Jarrell Hoodie said, what's your Cash App? My Cash App is right here, $Fanon, FANNONTINT. Tara said, no, it paused your no, it didn't. That's related to it. Tara Sims. Yeah, they're not going to allow me. They're not going to accept any money. I'm telling you, they shut all the YouTube. They paused everybody's membership. They didn't get rid of my channel. They didn't keep me from doing videos or doing live streams or anything like that. It's a 6-week slap on the wrist for doing something they thought it is what it is. It's theirs, man. Chicago YouTube shies are salty. Stay away, Fanon. What are you talking about? There's a Kwanzaa belt. They know most Black Americans don't celebrate Kwanzaa, right? That's so random. I didn't know that. No, I was joking. Kamal Oz asked me what I think about a Juneteenth belt. I think about a June. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, so everybody's membership icon's gone. Yeah, it's just yeah, man, it's gonna jack me, bro. Like it is what it is. It's gonna jack me up, but it is what it is. I'm gonna read your comments anyway, Mr. Pragmatic. But I definitely appreciate y'all, man. This is the fight that puts Haney over the hump if he wins, just like when Tank beat Leo Santa Cruz. No, Dallas Roquemore. No, Tank was over the hump well before Leo Santa Cruz. Tank was over the hump. Actually, no, Tank really got over the hump. The big hump just last fight. Depends on what hump you're talking about. He just got over the hump this last fight. WBC has a Black Lives Matter belt for Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. Yeah, so mind your business. That's my thing. Mind your business. Why you putting a Black Lives Matter on something? First of all, not that it's anybody's business. I'm not a big fan of that organization. I definitely love the idea that Black Lives Matter. But dog, get out of black politics. Get out of politics. Just set up a fight, rank your fighters, give them the belt, and that's all I need out you. That's all I need, man. Tony Robles said, hey, let me know if you're ever in the Miami area and we'll make it happen. Oh, for sure, man. My sister lives in Miami, man. My sister, sorry about that, Martin, was dropping something off to my son at school Would definitely love to show you how. Would definitely love. Hold on. To show you how to play pool. Yeah, man. I would, man, please. And I would, man, I'll come to Miami for that. Jarrell Hadid said, will you be so much love in that super chat and that Cash App, brother? Key questions in the Cash App. Thank you, bro. To my guy, Mr. Hadid. Mr. Hadid, will you be surprised? And what if Dev stops Lomachenko? Will I be surprised if Devin stops Lomachenko? I will be shocked. Absolutely. Hey, man, and Jarrell, let me get that going for you, brother. Thank you. I will be, if Devin Haney stops Vasyl Lomachenko, I will be absolutely, positively shocked if that takes place. Shocked. And if he does it, hey, man, that is such a huge win for him that, hey, man, he ends a lot of doubts if he's able to stop that dude. It's huge for him. That's what I'm saying it needs. Black Lives Matter isn't a black organization. No, it's not. It's a same-sex organization that was founded by black people. There's a difference. There's a difference. You know what I mean? It's a same-sex organization that was founded by black people. Again, thank you, thank you, Mr. Hadi. That's what that is. So I don't need them doing any of that stuff to me. For me. I'm telling you, I don't, much love. Hey, man, let me check it out. Oh, man. Oh, huge, man. Thank you for this. Hey, I want to say the name. Hey, Mr. Williams with the $25 holler, brother. That's huge. Thank you, man. Much love in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Thank you so much, much for your support, brother. Thank you for that, man. Big $25 holler. And my guy with the big $4, I can't say Charm 37 in the building. Much love for that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for hollering at your boy. Thank you so much for that support. Means a grip. Thank you very, 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 very much, man. Thank you very much. Sheena in the building. Black Lives Matter, building equals building large mansions. Yeah. Look, man, I'm not going to talk bad about it. I'm telling you, man, because my brother woke me up to that. And my brother, I argue with my brother all the time. But, you know, I don't argue for the sake of arguing. Me and my brother never argue for the sake of arguing. You know what I mean? I got a kind of a special relationship with my brother in that regard. We don't argue for the sake of arguing. And I love my brother to death. My brother loves me to death. But it is like, you know, we see some things differently. And when he said, talk to me about BLM, and I was like, first of all, I didn't know. He's like, man, look at this. I was like, okay, I went and looked at it. I read it, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this, man. No. Like, no. There's a neighbor across the street that had that up. And honestly, man, one day I think I will walk up to her and say, hey, I just want to let you know, I'm glad you took that down. Okay? I'm glad you got it because I never use Cash App. Thank you, brother. I mean, I guess I could try to, if Venmo or something else like that is easier, I could put up Venmo and all that. I just didn't want to be over the top with it. But thank you very much, brother. Canelo had a miniature ring and the ref just gave, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just do something for Haney. No, Fresh Baker, other way around. Devin Haney ain't getting no specialties. Ain't getting no special considerations, partner. No, he's not. Devin Haney is not in that seat. Rolly was in that seat. Canelo is in that seat. That is not the seat. Absolutely, Rick Timms. Yeah. Absolutely, Rick Timms. Yeah, we're like the front line. We're black people, the front lines for everybody else. And that's what it even says it in their thing. So black people say, and by extension, everybody else. They stick people at the front of the line, they in the back of the line. Like, I want to be at the front of the bus. No, I want to be in the back of the bus. Thank you very much. By the exit door. Clink, I'm out of there. No, I'm all right. I'm all right. And again, man, much love to everybody. Thank you guys so much for your support in the Cash App, man. Devin Haney is not one-dimensional. He can adjust, but if Loma takes away the jab and works the inside, it's a problem. I do think that he depends on what you consider to be a dimension. If you mean he can fight on the outside, that's a dimension. And if somebody says that that Devin Haney is one-dimensional, I think that that's what they're referring to. Akilo Netter, yeah, you're right. Haney's not a company man. He's not getting special treatment. Yeah, I'm not good. Don't put that on him. Bro, the Rise podcast is savage. The Rise podcast is savage. Fanon, is it that the belts don't matter? Or is it Devin with the belts don't matter? Honestly, man, the issue of who it matters to whom is the question. Do the belts matter? Who do the belts matter to? Do the belts matter to me? No, they don't. Honestly, they don't. Do the belts matter to fighters? Most of them, yes. It matters a lot to them. Do they matter more than money? Like, here's the thing. Money matters universally. That is a universal truth. Does money matter? Yes. Anybody that you ask it to, does money matter? Find somebody that says money doesn't matter. They're not going to give theirs to you. The only reason that they would say money doesn't matter is because they got so much of it that they never have to worry about it. And they can afford to say something that's ridiculous. Because the only reason it doesn't matter to you is because you have so much. You know what I mean? Kind of like your wife. Like, does your wife matter? Man, I don't care. You care. You only care because she's there every day. If she leaves you, goes somebody else, all of a sudden you start caring all of a sudden. So, look, man, does money matter? Yes. Money is what matters primarily. The number one thing that matters in boxing is the money. That's the number one thing. In any business that you have, it's the money. And on top of it, any recreational thing that you do, money matters. Because if you don't have money, you don't have time to do any, you have no time to do any recreation. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you have no time allowed for you to go to the movies, for you to go out and golf, because guess what? That costs money. For you, to go downtown and walk through the mountains, that costs money because you need gas to get there. And you had to have food in order to get before you left. So yeah, dude, definitely belts matter to people, but belts do not matter like money matters. Belts are significant. Money is essential. It is beyond mattering. It is essential. So there you go. Like, and all that talk, why you always talk about money? Yeah, you would talk about money if it worked for you, okay? If it was in your interest to bring up money, you'd be bringing up money. Like Devin Haney fans especially. When it's in their interest, they talk about money in a heartbeat. How much money he makes and him being his own promoter and making more money than Bernard Hopkins did in his entire career, you will bring that stuff up in a minute. You know, you'll bring it up in a minute, but you won't bring it up. You won't necessarily bring it up. Hey, man, Mr. Banks said, hey, I'm out. Blessings you in the chat. Mr. Pragmatic, thank you, brother. Hey, man, you take care of yourself, Mr. Pragmatic. Thank you again, brother, for your support, bro. Big time. Thank you, Mr. Pragmatic. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you more than you know, man. Thank you for that. Keeping that. Appreciate it. Mr. Campbell said, I can't get it gone for. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Jeff Campbell's son. Doesn't say his name. Didn't say his name, but much love with the $2 holler, brother. Thank you so much for your support. Absolutely, man. You can get a gong for your son, man. All day, man. A bunch of, and matter of fact, let me get some more gongs. Let me give you some more gongs. Belts cost money as well with the sanctioning fees, so money over belts makes a lot of sense. I mean, look, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. And if anybody argues against it. Fanon, what's up, black man? Just getting in. You dig? Yes, sir, man. Shout out to DC, brother. I dig. You know I dig. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming, man. Thank you. Kevin Rice in the building says, hey, I don't know, Fanon. I feel like belts don't matter versus is started because Floyd didn't want Tank to pass him up. Plus, at the end of the day, when we gonna take that, we're gonna take that money with us. When we gone, we can't take that money with us, but our name stays. Yeah, man, but you can't take the belts with you either. You can't take those belts with you either. You can't take what people think of you either. The money you can leave to your family and to people to allow them to live their lives and have comfortable lives. A lot of these guys, people don't remember these fighters from the 1960s. If I ask y'all seriously, name 25, I need for you to name 20 fighters that fought between the years of 1910 and 1920. Could you tell me the names? I think a lot of people would have a hard time mentioning 10 fighters that they know for sure fought in the 1950s. 10 of them. Like, definitely not 20, like 20 fighters that fought in the 1950s. I know Rocky Marciano fought there. I know that Joe Louis fought in the 1950s but he shouldn't have. I know that blah, 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 all the way on. You are dang near an accomplished boxing historian if you can name 40 fighters that fought in the 1950s. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that fought. Not great one, not the greatest of all time. Just talking about the ones that fought. But it is what it is, man. You know, I don't know, man. I do know. My main man, Rise Podcast, salute kinfolk, and many blessings to you and all your family, my man. Yes, sir. And my guy, Marcus, said, I know we shouldn't call out other channels, but BMTB, and I like BMTB, man. BMTB made an interesting video on legitimacy of belts. What is yeah, okay, I may check it out. Boxing is a business first, period. The sports aspect is just a bonus, and for sure, no doubt about it. But look, man, I'm just gonna try to tell you right now. I'm trying to tell you. I know how big fighters are and how much interest there are for fight fans to watch these guys fight. And Devin Haney doesn't have a lot of that. Lomachenko doesn't have a lot of this. Doesn't have a lot of it. So we are boxing fans asking for these guys to spend a lot of money on you. Basically, we're asking, not our parents. Scrapbook's the man. But basically, Kamal said, glad you shot down that bogus activate the mandatory narrative that was making the rounds on YouTube. If true, David Morrell and David Benavidez would be fighting Canelo, and Adames and Maul. Yeah, you can't activate your man. You're just making that up. You know what I mean? But that's all right because that's who you can like. It makes what he said is true. What he said is true. But you can ask to have but activating the mandatory means that you already have it. And you're just activating it. That's like, you know what? I'm going to activate this credit card. Like, hey, this is a credit card. I'm going to activate it. I have to have this to activate it. You know what I mean? You can't activate something you don't have. You know what I'm saying? You can't activate something that you have, that you don't have. So no, you cannot activate a mandatory. You can request that they name you mandatory. You can request that they mandate the fight. Activating it is like, I can activate, I can just let me activate the lights. I'm just gonna go flip a switch and they have to do it. Thanks for finally reading that. What are you talking about, Rick Timms? Yeah, it's just, that they're being dishonest with that, man. And again, man, much love to everybody in the Cash App. And just so you know, there is no super chats for several weeks. So thank you guys to everybody that supports the channel. You guys are huge. Thank you very, very, very much for keeping the channel going, man. What is it? I understand, Fanon, generational wealth is the goal. Look, I can't even speak on generational wealth because I think that the best thing that you can do for your children is to teach them how to be able to earn money for themselves. Unless you have a situation where you have a child that is autistic. Dre's fine, Sven. I'm trying to find his damn Cash App. Having a bad eye and big fingers is difficult. What a combination, you dig? My bad, man. Hey, man. Hey, dog, hold on. Having a bad eye and big fingers is a difficult combination. Yeah, I got big fingers too, man. You press all kind of different budgets. What's going on? Jason Torres in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Yeah, man, people are just selling that, man. People are just selling that idea. And this is what he said, but you don't use critical thinking. You can't activate a mandatory. You can be named mandatory. But even then, with Gervonta, and I'm going to say this 100 times, there's no need to activate a mandatory for Gervonta. There is, what are you talking about, thuggish Fanon? Who's thuggish? I'm not thuggish. Nothing resent. Jason Torres, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm very thuggish at all. There's no reason for Gervonta Davis to ever activate a mandatory. Because Devin wants to fight him voluntarily. So why would he do it? All you got to do is be free to fight. That's it. Get yourself free to fight, and I'll make you an offer. I don't have to go call them so I can get to you for what? Sense does that make? Like, you playing hard to get, man. You're not hard to get. Hey, what's going on, my guy John Bowie in the building? Said morning, bro. Shout out to everybody. Yes, sir. Shout out to the great John Bowie in the building. Much love in that super chat. Thank you, John Bowie. In that Cash App. Sorry, brother. Thank you, John. Thank you, John Bowie, man. Huge supporter on the channel. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much. I saw everybody say if Haney gets a nosebleed, how are you going to stop bleeding? That ish was out of pocket. If Haney... Oh. Ooh. Amen. 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 Hey, Dave Fernandez, housing you alone in segregation. That seg time goes slow. Doing push up. You're afraid? Yeah, I'm gonna go walk with my wife. I'm gonna do all kind of stuff, man. Yeah, bro, it goes real slow. This already feels like it's been a week. Sorry. Okay, there you go. Where were we? Yeah, anyway, let's get back on Devin Haney, man. Yeah, Devin Haney, for the most part, man. Why are y'all gonna make big nose jokes? Okay. Y'all out here making big nose jokes, bro. Hey, Andre Miller in the building said, oh, God dang it, man. I'm sorry, brother. My good brother, you dig? That's Dre's finest, brother. Thank you, bro. Much love for that $5 holler, brother. Why y'all cracking big? Hey, thank you, man, for that support, man. I'm fasting from 6 to 11 in the morning. Yeah, I'm fasting all the way. You fast from 6 to 11 in the morning? Man, I'm fasting until like 12 o'clock every day. I'm getting this body, and I'm working out. I'm getting this body weight off of me. No joke. I mean, it's gone. Not only am I getting it off, it's gone. Ain't no turning around. Ain't no changing up. Ain't no switching up for me. You know? Jay Miller in the building. Morning to you, Fanon. Blessings up, King. Hey, man, blessings to you, brother. So anyway, man. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Man, this is a fight that nobody really care about. Now, I'm not saying nobody cares about it, but Fanon, did you see the WBO order the interim fight? It ordered the interim champ must fight Charlo by September 25th. Who's the interim champ for the WBO? You talking about Tim Tszyu? Okay, what's September? What is today? What is this? It's 4 months. Yeah, okay. For now, did you see the WBO? Oh, that's what's up. I play Haney fights to fall asleep. That's better than melatonin. Hold on 1 second. All right. Hey, freaking flyer in the building. What's going on? Salute. We back in the building. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Like the Haney folks do. Yeah, man. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. Go do it, Devin Haney. Do it, Devin Haney, and hit that like button, man. My guy John Bowie back in it. Only offer I want Tank to send Haney is a flat $5 million. Ooh. $10 holler from my guy John Bowie. Big time in the chat. Hey, look. Where John Bowie at, man? John Bowie only talking in Cash Apps. That is the fucking man. Look, man. He ain't gonna get no flat $5 million. No. He gonna get a flat 3. I think he could probably get a flat 3. Let's do the math. You mind if we go to the math? Let's do the math. Let's do the math. Hold on 1 second. And let's do the math. Since it's not about the money, it's only about legacy, I would only send Haney a flat fee of $5 million. John Bowie put that up in there. Yes, sir. Let me put that up there. Man, much love, man. Let's do the math. Oh. Since it's not about the money, yeah, man. Let's do the math real quick. I got a little time. We got time. What's a jail song, man? That you sing. All right, so we're gonna do $300,000 times 80 equals times 0.9 equals times 0.2 equals 4.3. I like that. I think you're about right. About 4.3. That's saying it gets to 300,000 and giving him 20%. Do you face? I don't feel safe at that. I feel more safe at because, like I say, like we ain't gamblers around here, man. We ain't gambling, brother. We ain't gambling. John Bowie in the building, right back at you with another one. My guy John Bowie said, "I want to hear Bills and Devin's. I want to see Bills and Devin's excuses then." Much love in that super chat to John and that cash app to John Bowie. No, it's gonna be, I would say more like 3, because let me clear this out. Let's do this again. 200, let's say it does 250,000 pay-per-views. Because I don't think he's much of a, I don't know if he's a bigger draw than Rolly Romero is. So 250, just to be conservative, times, got to charge $80 for it. You know, that is on your neck. That $80 is there. That's 20 times 0.9 equals times 0.2. $3.6 million. I give you a $3.6 million guarantee. There you go. Flat fee. Because you got to pay for my belts. Much love in that Cash App again, brother. Thank you to everybody that supports in the Cash App. Thank you very, very much, man. Appreciate you, man. Because your boy effed up. Jamal, thank you for bailing me out for me effing up. Jamal Charlo needs to fight Carlos Adames. I don't want Maul not addressing that, and it would be a good fight. Yeah, he said he's trying to go straight. He says he may go straight to Demetrius Andrade, though. What's going on So Deep in the building? Make sure you guys go subscribe to my guy So Deep at the Parlor of East Wheaton. You know what it is. I'm going to be in there listening to that in my jail cell, bro. I'm joking about going to jail, but this ain't, you know, it is what it is. Salute Room. Salute to you, brother. What's going on, man? You don't know So Deep is a brother from another mother for real. That is my guy all day. Shoney D said, I think Bob got that robbery on the scales brewing. Devin better wash the heck out of him. You better wash him. Better safe than sorry, dog. But I give Devin a flat 3. I give him a flat 3 to be a jerk. Flat 3. And you know, give him 3 and a 20%. 3 and 20%. But the good thing is that Gervonta says he wants to fight, man. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to beat them dudes. And, dog, honestly, I can understand a YouTube jail digital cell, you know. You know it. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Maul will be ready in spite of such a long layoff. Sparring Morrell got to be good for him. Oh, man, no doubt, bro. David Morrell ain't no joke, man. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of David Morrell, man. Kamal Oz said first Maul is going to set straight up. First Maul is going straight to Boo Boo Andrade, but the story was Munguia and Maul in September. Which one is it? Neither one. Because honestly, what Jamal said is that's what he wanted to do. That's what he wanted to do. Not what he says he's going to do. That's what he said he wants to do. Wants to do. And then as far as Jaime Munguia, I don't care what Golden Boy said. They're not throwing Jaime Munguia in there with him. They're trying to give him – what's that? Is Jaime Munguia at 160? They're going to try to give Jaime Munguia – I'm telling you, they're going to try to get – their end game in this stuff is going to be to try to get Canelo Alvarez to fight Berlanga and Munguia, and hope that by the time they get around to Munguia, that Munguia can beat him. The only question for me is will Canelo fight? Will Canelo Alvarez fight in a Golden Boy card? John Bowie in the building. Much love in that Cash App, brother said 4 million 0%. It's about legacy, history. Hey, dog, it's about money. Hey, 0%. You say it's about legacy, dog. You get in the fight. You want legacy. What you asking for money for? You said you wanted legacy. I said I wanted money. So you take the legacy, I'll take the money. And I'm not going to worry about legacy, dog. I ain't going to worry about it. John Boy, back in that Cash App, man. I love it, John Boy. He said, the Haney needs, absolutely, the Haney needs to eat their, Haney's need to eat their words. Man, which words do you want them to eat? Hey, John Boy in the building, man. Much love in that Cash App. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Own up to that shit. Hey, yeah, man, no doubt. Hey, my guy back in the Cash App. My guy, Mr. Yes, sir, Stone Alone in the building. Top of the morning, brother. Thank you, bro. Stone Alone in the building with the $5 holler in the Cash App. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the big supporters, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stone Alone. Y'all got to get me to say something. I got to pay y'all, give y'all something for these Cash Apps. Thank you so much. We emailed Haney a contract. Sleufanon, big up to the chat, was driving, so I couldn't say before the belts really don't matter, because at the end of the day, these guys were prize fighters long before the belts became an issue. Exactly. These guys are fighting for money. It's just the rest of that's a lie. And I don't care what they say. Anybody that says they do this and money doesn't matter, you're lying. You're just trying to play. You're just trying to be cool. And you're trying to morality. What's the definition of a morality play? Let's define. The word of the day is morality play. Because I like how these young people be making stuff up. I do. I can't lie. I like how they be making stuff up. Hold on a second. The morality play, a kind of drama with personified abstract qualities. Nah, not a morality. Oh, no, that's a morality. Yeah, nah. No. That's an actual type of morality play. I'm not interested in that. Let me see. Ethical behavior is therefore solely, let me see, what is ethical manipulation? Ethical behavior is therefore solely judged by the consequence of actions and not what is considered right or an obligation. This definition then allows for a leader tactic like manipulation to be considered ethical, providing the outcome is in the best interest of the greater good. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Anyway, using morality to manipulate people is what I'm looking for. So I got to do a little bit more research on that. So I got a nice word to throw out at you, because with that, just in that very cursory look, it was the morality that people will play on your morality, right, or play on your ethics, or they're basically trying to take the high road and say that they do something for I'm doing this for legacy. I'm doing this for a higher purpose, a higher moral purpose than you are. You're only doing it for money. These guys are all in it for money. I'm old school. I'm not doing it for the money. First of all, ain't nothing old school about you. You're 24. Okay? Let me be very blunt about you at 24 years old. There's nothing old school about you. You are in this school. And there ain't nothing wrong with being in school right now. There's definitely a lot of similarities between age, you know? What up, y'all? Stop ducking the like button. Yeah, man, hit the like button, man. I need the like buttons, man. Hit them like buttons, man. Hold on a second, man. Let me go on over here. Oh, I got all kind of stuff jacked up. Yeah, man, hit that like button, man. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. 226 likes, man. We can get them likes over 300, man. Do your boy a favor, man. Stop ducking the like button, like my man said. Stop ducking the like button. John Boy said, Devin on a podcast saying it's not about money, but he needs to grow an extra neck and put all his jewelry on. Yeah, grandstanding. Yeah, that's a good one for him. That's obviously grandstanding. I like that. That's probably the best one. Grandstanding. Man, he wants the money. He talks about the money all the time, bro. Much love to my guy, John Bowie, man. Thank you, bro. And Frequency, you know what he meant, Fanon. He wanted to fight the best old school Haney. Yeah, no, let me tell you what I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I know what you say. You ain't my, hey, not you, Frequent Flyer. Dog, y'all, it ain't my job to interpret. I am going to take what you say, and I am going to believe what you say. If you say, I don't fight for the money, I fight for legacy, unlike these other guys that are all doing it for clout and all doing it for money. You are telling people that they are not, you are doing it for a different reason than they are. I am not, like I told that dude that I let on the channel. Dude, if you're going to say it, I'm going to take what you say. I'm not going to be interpreting things. I'm not, I really know. You're trying to get me to make assumptions. I'm not making no assumptions. What's going on, Big George? 850 in the building. Man, I ain't about to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to John Bowie back in the building. Shout out to my guy, John Bowie, again. You say, yeah, straight idiot-ish. I don't see how a person can sit there and stand up for Haney. And on top of this, virtue signaling to the matches. There you go. Virtue signaling. Hold on, man. Let me see that one. I knew there was some new young boy phrase. Public expression of opinions or sentiments intended to demonstrate one's good character or social consequence or the moral correctness of one's position on a particular issue. That's what I'm talking about. Virtue signaling. I needed that. Thank you, Scott Florence. Go on to score Scott Florence for hitting the nail on the head. Virtue signaling. 100% correct. 100% correct. 100% correct. They on that virtue signal. Haney is such an effing joke. He's lucky there's stupid people out there because he wouldn't have any fans. He doesn't really have a lot of fans. I'm gonna tell you the dead honest truth. Doesn't have a lot. Relatively speaking, he doesn't have a lot. He's in the position to get a lot, though. He's in position to get a lot. He's like a kid that is in that's very, it's like a medical school student. He's got, but he's got his undergrad degree. Yeah, it's actually like that. He got his high school degree. He's got his high school diploma. He's got his college degree. He's got his medical degree. Now he's in his internship. Right? You're broke the entire time. However, you're in a position where when you get done with one more thing, when you get one more thing done, when you get board certified, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make a lot of money. And that's where he is. As soon as he can actually entertain people, it's going to be, he'll be huge when he can entertain people. Tevis Smith in the building. What's going on, Tevis? What's going on with you, brother? Hope you're doing well. Also, Tevis, there is no more, Tevis, because you do support from time to time, just to let you know, there is no Cash App for about 6 weeks. So any type of support needs to be in the there's no super chat for like 6 weeks. has to be in the Cash App. So thank you very much, man, to anybody that supports. But I just got to let you guys know that just in case you look for it and you see it and it's not there. You don't lie on his behalf. You talking about who don't lie on his? I'm not lying on his behalf. We're gonna make a lot of money with he's gonna make a lot of money with guarantees. Look, I'm just telling you, the one thing that Devin Haney does not do well is he doesn't really entertain well in the ring. And I get this. It's kind of like office politics. You know what I mean? Like my daughter's going to work. Shout out to my daughter who starts, around 2 days before I get to appeal to get out of jail. She starts her job. And one of the things that I'm doing with my daughter is I'm just trying to make her very aware of office politics and the need to make sure that you are doing not just your job, but doing the things that you may not think that are important to your job, like communicating with your bosses, always seeming eager, always being somebody that's willing to go the extra mile, be the person that's there be the first one in the meeting and be the last one to leave. Always make sure you're asking engaging questions, all on top of that. And then you go to the social functions. You be somebody that you make sure that you're somebody that people like, right? And people want to do well. Yes, Shoney D, I'm doing a watch party. Absolutely, positively, I'm doing a watch party. No doubt about it, I'm doing a watch party. And y'all make sure y'all show up to the watch party. True, but so you got to do all those things. So in this particular instance, Devin Haney is doing everything, like he's doing all of the bare necessities that you need to do. You need to win titles. That's fair. That's a bare necessity to being a big time star. All of them had belts, right? I don't think you can find a major superstar that has never been a champion other than Jake Paul. You know what I mean? Like if you want to consider Jake Paul that, right? But Jake Paul's not a boxer. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, that's what Jake Paul has. Jake Paul has all of that other stuff other than being able to fight. So what you have to do is you got to combine. You got to get, Jake Paul can do all of that. He can do everything but fight. Devin can do all of that stuff too, but it's that little part in it where like Gervonta. Gervonta doesn't do any of that stuff well. He actually does it better now than he used to, but he didn't do a lot of that stuff. But what he can do is he can knock you out. And he is going to give you that, oh yeah, you got a savage here, man. You got a savage here. You know what I mean? John Boy back in the building. My guy said, John Boy in the building said, calling people an idiot is not cussing at them. Let me tell you something about this. I don't know who's talking to John Bowie. Much love in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for your support. Stop being an idiot and leave it alone. That man can, dude, I don't care. Call him an idiot. So what? This is boxing talk, man. It's not romper room. And he can cuss at you too. I don't care. I'm just telling you. Dude, I'm not going to act like I care about stuff that I don't care about. I can sit and watch two friends yell at each other, cuss each other out, and I'm not going to jump in the middle and say, excuse me, stop. I don't like your behavior. The only behavior that I care about is if you talk crazy to me, if you're talking disrespectfully to people. Calling somebody an idiot, that could be a fact. Being an idiot, I don't know. If you call it an idiot and they're not one, trust you me, it will show. Man, thank you. Much love, John Boy, man, for that support and that Cash App, brother. Thank you, man. Y'all keep the gong ringing, brother. Thank you, brother. But yeah, man, Devin does all those things except that. Beezy in the building said, thanks for now, my little bro back in Upton. Thanks to you. Oh, hold on 1 second, man. Beezy, thanks. Thank you, brother. He said, hey, man, big time, man, thank you for the $4 Cash App, brother. Thank you, man. Exactly. Idiot might, dude, it may be a fact. Hey, look, we used to play games Me and Nevy, I'm sorry to say it. I'm gonna say Nevy if you don't mind. I'm gonna say Nevy because easy is so deep and so hard for me to get used to. Nevy is enough. They can't find you off Nevy. Nevy, my man Nevy and I used to sit, man. Cats would talk about people's necks and talk about people's. I had dark coloration on my beard early. And people like, man, looks like somebody's been frying bacon on your face. Hey, man, Cass used to say, hey, thanks, man. Cass used to be, man, dude, we were cracking jokes, right? Dude be like, man, look like somebody frying bacon on your face, man. And it was funny. And it was, wasn't too far off from the truth. Because I was shaving when I shouldn't shave. But look, dog, I'm not gonna babysit you, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody better. I'm not babysitting you, dog. People play the dozens, man. Grow up. You gotta get with it, man. You can't be watching boxing where people punch each other in the face, literally trying to give people brain bleeds and get complained because somebody says something to you out of sort, man. You know what I mean? Too much. Now, if you sit up there and you just straight up lying on me, then I got to get rid of you. He said it was me, your coach, Calvin, if you allowed me to reach out, got him back in Upton. Oh, okay. That's what's okay. There you go, bro. Thank you. Thanks, Fanon. My little bro back in Upton, thanks to you. Nah, thanks to you. That's what's up, man. All right, you got back there, brother. Thank you. Hey, Trash Talk Gaming in the building. Much love, Trash Talk Gaming. That's what's up, man. And my guy John Bowie back in the building said, I'm too old to cuss. I'm mostly in front of the ladies. Hey, yeah, too old to cuss. Yeah, hey, look, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, the rise, man. Y'all are the greatest, man. Thank you, John Bowie, man. Thank you, John Bowie. Thank you, brother, for your support, bro. Thank you for your support, man. Haney said this: Loma was old, washed, and not a good fighter 3 years ago, but now say this is the biggest fight, a legacy fight, someone that a victory over will legitimize and stamp his boxing career. Yeah, it's called being a hypocrite, bro. And it just means that you're saying things I can't take at face value. Never heard my father curse in my entire life. Hey, you know what? He who greets with fire. I had never heard my father cuss ever until one day when cell phones were invented. After people started having cell phones, my dad was out on a balcony. My dad was out on a balcony talking to somebody that worked for him. And let me tell you, I have never cussed somebody out that bad in my entire life. There was every type of MF and SOB, and I was like, whoa, like, man, he lit in, man. Yeah, it was amazing to me. Dev tried to be late like Tank. Oh. Oh, is that frequent flyer you talking to, man? Y'all are wild, man. That was frequent flyer you talking about? Dev tried to be late like Tank. No, he didn't, did he? I didn't pay attention to that stuff yesterday, man. I was getting my jail cell ready. I called that too. I said he was going to be 2 hours late like Tank. Did he really do that? Just put a 1 in the chat if he showed up 2 hours late. If he showed up late like Tank, he got to grow into it, man. For real? Nah, he was a little late, though. Okay. He was 35 minutes late. Yeah, that's copycat. Yeah, that's copycat right there, bro. Yeah, that's a little copycat right there, dog. That right there is a little copycatish, man. That's a little copycatish. Cannot lie. Got a leg tattoo like Tank. Everybody's got, a whole bunch of people got leg tattoos. He got leg tattoos. He got, look, man, why wouldn't you want to be like Tank, man? Tank is the cool kid, man. Tank's the man. That's what everybody does. That's when you look up to somebody. He was a little late for 9. Okay. He out here copycatting. Well, good. If he is copycatting, good. Hey, by the way, hit the link, man. Gold teeth jewels. Oh, hold on, my bad. Hit the link, man. Somebody got to be on something today. I'm not getting no call in line, though. Maybe I should get a call online. What's going on, upper echelon, man? Shalom, brother. How you doing? I'm saying I'll greet you in the Hebrew fashion. Shalom, my guy. What's up? That Haney hate is crazy. Hey, P. Rich, man, hit the link, man. Let me know why you think the Haney hate is ridiculous. I don't know, but I will tell you there are a lot of people that don't like Devin Haney, man. No doubt. There is true. Hey, Joe A in the building. Shout out to, is it Atlanta by way of the UK?
Yeah, well, I live out in the suburbs. I live out near farms and stuff. I like the peace and quiet, man.
Oh, it don't matter. Just so you know, when you're in the United States, whenever you say, like, where are you? You just say Atlanta, because if it's because you're close enough, it gives me everything is based off that. But go ahead,
Fair
brother.
enough.
What's going on, man?
No, just a few. There was something that I saw the last time I came on. I just want to rectify that. They're saying, "Oh, is the guy who's speaking? Is he white?" No, I'm black, man. I am black as there can be. Like I got a big nose like Devin Haney too. So if I get hit in the face, there's gonna be some severe hemorrhage going on. I'll tell you that right now. But
hey, somebody punch you in the nose.
I'm done.
Goes all the way to your throat.
I'm done. I'm done. But yeah, but on Devin Haney, I just feel like there's a lot of, I don't know if I want to use the hate word. I just feel like there's a lot of poking at Haney. Now, I love boxing. I love all of the top fighters, right? I really do. Like, I love the Shakurs, I love the Tank, I love the Ryans, I love them all, right? They put their lives on the line, they get out there, they fight, give us some good fights. I just don't understand why so many people get onto Devin Haney. He's the youngest dude. Like, give him a break. Why don't you just get behind the guy and support him, right? He's about to fight this Lomachenko dude. It seems like people want Lomachenko to beat Devin Haney for some reason, but it's like, why? Why? What is this? And I know that you can't answer all the questions. You can't answer on behalf of. Okay, let's hear it. Go ahead, and then let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Go on.
All right, bro. Have you ever met somebody that's just obnoxious?
Oh yeah, of course.
And you may think that they're really good at their job and all that, but they're just obnoxious.
Yeah, man.
Devin Haney's camp is obnoxious. That's the easiest way to say it. It's somebody you could root for if he wasn't obnoxious. Like, and he contradicts himself a lot. And they really went on the attack for a lot of other fighters. Like Devin Haney came along and immediately started attacking Gervonta Davis, attacking Gary Russell Jr., just attacking, and all of this talk about how he wants to smoke. Been calling people ducks for years. He says stuff, one thing, and then when he gets in a position, he says stuff that are just blatantly not true. You know what I mean? So the situation is just obnoxious. Like, he'll call somebody out and he'll say, okay, I want to fight Gervonta. And then somebody will say, hold on, man. Don't you already have a fight scheduled with George Kambosos? And Devin Haney or Bill Haney, either one of the two, will say, well, I don't really need to fight George Kambosos. That's not true. I can fight him if I can fight Gervonta if I want to. So you got Devin Haney fans saying, oh, he's ducking Gervonta. When the truth of the matter is that everybody knows he's got a rematch clause with George Kambosos.
Yeah.
So it's just obnoxious. And you get yourself put in a situation where you have to say over and over and over again, over and over again, that's not true. That's not true. Even when people keep saying things like he's the youngest undisputed champion ever. That's not true. It's just
Right.
not true. You know what I mean? It's
But
not
wouldn't you
true.
say, and I agree with you, I agree with everything that you said, but wouldn't you say that because he's essentially on his own, he has Devin Haney promotion stuff?
Yeah, give me
Um,
1 second though. Gotta
yeah, yeah,
gotta
yeah.
pay the bills, man. I don't want to miss this. John Boy in the Cash App, brother. Thank you for the $5 holler. He said for he show up late, then move the event to the bathroom. Damn, that's nasty. Hey, thank you, John Boy. John Boy be clowning, man. John Boy be clowning him. I can't lie on that one. And then my guy, Shalom to my guy, upper echelon in the building. Thank you, brother, for that support, bro. Let me hit this gong for my guys that are supporting the channel and the Cash App. Thank you very much. Absolutely means a ton. Continue, brother. And I see you, Rollo Green, and I see you, P. Rich.
Yeah. So I was just saying, I just feel like I rate Devin Haney. I do. I like the way he has been moving with his business. Early on, he decided to go and get his own promotional company. He's not trying to get tied down into any major deals with any of these promotional companies because we've known over the years the way they've abused some of these fighters. I mean, what Floyd Mayweather had to fight out of his Bob Arum contract, and that was war for him to get out of that and keeping his O. But I feel like Devin Haney's doing the right things. And if he's somebody who has to rely on his own promotional company, yeah, he's gonna have to say some shit. Like, and let's be honest, he's not talking crap like the Teofimo Lopez's dad. Like, he's an absolute moron. Or even Danny Garcia's dad, another absolute moron. Like I just don't get why. I just don't get behind the man. Yes, there's a lot of obnoxious stuff that's been said, but isn't he an American fighter going against a foreign fighter? So why are you not backing him?
Me?
He's an American. No. Just in general. I'm not speaking to you directly. Just in general. Why people just back the guy, right? If he gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. If he does well, give him his dues, and that's it. He has to promote the fight. He has to promote himself. He's at the lowest point. 24 years old. He has to say something stupid. He has to create some kind of narrative because haters are going to buy anyway, isn't it? That's what Freud said. Like, whether you hate me or you love me, you're going to buy that ticket. So, I feel as though he's doing the right things.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. I got 2 more cats on, but I'll address that right with Rollo. Appreciate you,
no
brother.
doubt.
And come back again,
Peace, man.
Anytime, man. Always. And by the way, man, who in the world, you got a black man sitting right on the screen. I don't know. You sound black to me. I guess you just got to hear enough. Your voice you got a black man voice.
You know what it is? It's the I think on the YouTube side, because I'm on StreamYard, right? So on the YouTube, I don't think my picture shows. So I think that's what it is. So people can't see. I don't know. Maybe it's that. But anyway, man, do your thing. Salutes you for anyone in the chat. All you guys, I appreciate you. Peace.
Oh, you're right. Hey, yeah, you're right. It shows on StreamYard. It doesn't show over there. I just saw that. All right, cool, because I can see it. I see you. Okay, brother. All right, man. Get back with you, man. Sorry. Say
no.
Again. I cut you off.
Yeah,
sorry.
Peace, man. Deuces, bro.
All right, man. I'll back at you.
Okay.
I got you out of there. Don't worry about it. Rollo Green in the building. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Fanon? Thanks for having me on, man. Just want to address, man. He basically just said what I was gonna say. Haney's like the golden boy. He done everything right. You can't name another fighter.
Give me 1 second, man. Hey, give me 1 second, brother. I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Keisha in the building said, much love in that Cash App with that $3 holler, sister. Thank you so much. He said, how does Joe feel about people hating on Tank? I hate that I didn't get that ahead of time. I will definitely ask that question of him. Can you put, hey Joe, if you got a time, can you put that in the comment section, or you can jump back on and answer that question. And then one more again. Tevis in the building. Thank you, brother. Said for my guys, John Bowie and Undercard Boxing. Yes, sir. Much love in that super chat, brother. I mean that Cash App. Thank you for the much love in that Cash App, brother. All right, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Haney, he does everything right. At 23, you can't name me a boxer today who accomplished what he accomplished. And then you said
He's
in the
24, but
no, yeah, but he was 23 when he became undisputed, though. Right?
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay.
I can't name somebody that's accomplished what he's accomplished.
When they was 23 at that point in their career.
I can name some people at 23 that have accomplished things that he hasn't accomplished.
Such as what? Multiple division champions. I mean, he's only been in one division.
Multiple division champions. I don't. How old is Bam Rodriguez? I think Bam. Let me see. How old is Bam Rodriguez? But go ahead, man.
So, yeah, I just he's moved his career the perfect way. I mean, he started out fighting, older Laniers, but ain't that how you move your young fighter? So I think people are judging him like he's Tank Davis and Terrence Crawford's them age. But at this point in his career, at 23, he's ahead of all of them guys I just named. That's one. And I mean, isn't he the youngest undisputed champion of the 4-belt era? Am I mistaken?
Okay, look, man. For me, I take that shit and throw it in the trash because being the I don't care that he's the youngest. I don't care. It took him 30 fights to get it. If you look at Josh, if you took him 28 fights to get it, Josh Taylor got undisputed, and he got undisputed in 16 fights.
Okay.
From the time he turned professional to the time he was undisputed, he did it in like 16, 18 fights. I don't even know. I got to look to see how many fights Josh Taylor has.
But you had to put that in context. How old is Josh Taylor?
I mean, he's 28, but so what? He didn't turn. It's when you turn pro. Devin Haney has 30 fights. It's 30 fights.
What I'm saying is Josh, Betrabiev, and Loma, these guys all turned pro when they was full-grown men.
But what does the age have to do? I'm struggling to know what does age have to do with it.
So it's like you saying that you was just as strong and smart at 19 as you was at 30. I mean,
well, let me put it this way. What would it matter? What would it matter? That's a dumb take for now. It's not a dumb take. I'm telling you real world shit here. What difference does it make if you are the undisputed champion of the world at 23, and then you lose and you're in 24 years, you lose when you're 24 years old, and you're dried up when you're 25? When you look at somebody that's Bernard Hopkins that was in jail for years, didn't get his first championship shot until he was 30, and then he winds up being a champion damn near all the way till he's 50 years old.
Okay.
Like, I think that using age is I think that is a false measurement stick because people start boxing at different ages. You have Deontay Wilder who didn't start boxing until he was 19.
Yeah,
you have Devin Haney who started boxing when he was 8. Of course, he's going to accomplish more things than somebody that started boxing when they're 19.
That's not 19. True, Fanon. That's not true because you have a lot of fighters like Boots Ennis, who's been boxing just as long.
Like who?
Boots.
Yeah,
who's been boxing just as long as Devin, who's older than Devin, who hasn't come. You have boxers like Frank Martin, who's been boxing just.
I didn't say he wasn't. I didn't say that he wasn't more accomplished than any fighter. I can name fighters that Devin Haney is more accomplished than. I can also name fighters that are more accomplished than Devin.
Yeah, but you said, of course, you're going to be that accomplished if you've been fighting. But
I did not say that. I said, of course, you're going to be more accomplished if you start at 8 than somebody that started at 19.
So this is what I'm saying.
And then you said you compared it to other people that started at 8.
But by what you just said, Frank Martin been boxing since a little boy.
Look,
he's
man,
not.
I am not saying. I am not telling you that Devin Haney is not an accomplished fighter. When you start saying, people say that he is the youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. I don't give a fuck. First of all, no disrespect to you, I'm sorry for cussing, because this is not an era. It's been 12 years. I don't know how long you've been watching boxing, but the WBO was not a belt, was not a major championship belt until Dan Rafael and these guys said it was because Oscar De La Hoya had it.
I fully understand, but an era starts whenever something starts. You know, whether
and then we're in the 5-belt era. Then what do you mean it starts when some? There's been the WBO's been around. The WBO had been around since the early 1990s.
It's like the 3-point era in basketball. The
3-point era started when the NBA put a 3-point line in there and people started shooting from 3-point shots.
Right. So that's
a legitimate rule. That's a legitimate rule. That's not that era is super suspect. That's super suspect. When did the WBO become a major championship belt? Can you give me the date?
I was just reading it the other day. Now, I can't.
I'll tell you when. I'll tell you exactly when they started calling the WBO a major championship belt. I will give you the date. All you got to do is go to Oscar De La Hoya.
I just was reading it the other day.
Dude, I don't care about anything that these boxing writers write. I'm going to tell you when
the history. So
here's the history.
You know, part of Tyson's.
Let me give you the date. This is the date. It became a major championship belt on what is this, the 5th? On June 5th, 2004, because Oscar De La Hoya beat Felix Sturm for the middleweight championship to set up a fight with Bernard Hopkins. The only reason it was considered a major championship belt is because Oscar De La Hoya had it. When Felix Sturm had it, it wasn't major. But when Oscar had it, it became major. What they mean by major is that boxing writers like Dan Rayfield, Steve Kim, Ring Magazine start to recognize it. But anyway, I don't think that is Devin Haney is a world champion. But I don't think he is more accomplished than Josh Taylor. I don't think he's as accomplished at this moment as Errol Spence. I don't think he's as accomplished as Alexander Usyk. I don't care that you're just throwing me an age at him and saying we should give him extra credit because he's 23.
Yeah,
he's already got enough credit.
If we're going by the accolades of what the titles mean, undisputed, is it not bigger than being Earl, especially Earl Spence? He's been in one division like Devin. He hasn't undisputed, has he? I'm not understanding that.
No, he hasn't, but Josh Taylor has. Devin Haney Devin has not beaten one single solitary person that's got any chance at going to a Hall of Fame. The only guy he's beaten, legitimately beaten, that is the only significant win that he has is George Kambosos. That's it. How far can you take? You're going to take you're taking a George Kambosos fight and taking him to like Hall of Fame comparisons off of beating George Kambosos?
No, we're just speaking on the kid is 24 years old and where he's at in his career. It's past Earl Spence. Earl Spence isn't undisputed. He's been in the same. So it's past Earl Spence because the title that he holds is on the bigger scale than Earl Spence's is. So how could he not be more accomplished? And
he's not more. I'm going to tell you why he's not. I'll tell you why he's not more accomplished. He's not more accomplished because he has not beaten the quality of fighters that Errol Spence Jr. has fought.
Right.
He has not beaten anybody anybody that was the level of a Kell Brook. He's not beaten anybody that was the level of a Sean Porter. He's not beaten anybody that's the level of a Yordanis Ugas or a Danny Garcia. He's not beaten anybody.
He doesn't have a better resume, but accomplishments in the resume is that's not like the same thing.
He's literally beaten 3 world champions. He's beaten 3 world champions.
Who has?
Errol,
yeah, okay.
Devin has beaten 1.
One standing champion.
1 champion. He's won 1 world champion.
4 years old, man.
So you're giving him credit for something he's going to do in the future?
I'm giving him credit for being undisputed, and Earl Spence never going.
But you're giving him credit for being 24 years old.
Well, you're saying
I don't get the relevancy of him being 24 years old
because you're saying he's only beaten 1 champion, but he's not old enough to have this long resume like the 33-year-old Earl Spence.
How Shakur Stevenson has beaten more world champions than he has, and Shakur Stevenson's 24, maybe 25. Shakur Stevenson's beaten 2 reigning world champions.
He beat 2. And I mean, it's a deep thing with Devin. I can go to saying he tried to fight the world champion. The man gave him the belt. He pulled up on T.O. when he had nobody wants to fight him. Let's be real. Nobody wants to fight the guy. He been in 1 division, so it ain't like he had he's been in 1 division.
So you're gonna give that will make Errol undisputed then, because Terrence don't want to fight him. You're gonna give Errol. You want me to give Devin, and I appreciate you want me to give Devin credit for people that didn't fight him.
Well, you're saying he ain't beat the champ. Soon as he was able to chase down the belt, he chased. One champion gave it to him at 20 because he worked himself in the position. If guys don't think they're ready, you're not going to put your fighter in the spot to be mandatory if you don't think he's ready. Like Tank them, like Floyd said when Tank was 24 about Loma, he's not ready yet. You see the difference? Tank at 24 is not ready yet. Devin at 20 is calling out champions, taking their belt. Give me that belt. You don't want to fight me, punk here. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to force the league to fight me. And that's what he did with the Kambosos fight. You want to be undisputed, you got to come and see me. It's not his fault that Kambosos was the king at the time. You can't blame that on Devin. All take away from Kambosos, his career ain't over with yet. He lost to one man. He beat the great T.O. Was T.O. not one of the four horsemen? You got to give him the man credit for that.
I'm giving him credit for what he did. I'm just not going overboard with it. So, but
and then,
give me 1 second. Hold on. 28. How old were you when this happened? Jose Pedraza, 7 years ago. What is that? 6? That was 6 years ago. Gervonta Davis was 22. Was 22 years old when he beat his first world champion.
Okay,
that's younger than that's younger than Devin was.
Let's not forget that Pedraza never be the champion for that belt. Tank never be the lineal champion in his life. Let's talk about that. All Tank's match has been matchmaking. He never be the lineal champion in his life, like Devin has. These guys is recipients of vacant belts because
first of all, that's not true. Come on, man. Don't say things that are not true. Gervonta Davis beat Jose Pedraza beats Stephen Smith for the IBF World Featherweight Championship, and it was not vacant. He had beaten Edner Cherry for the belt before that, and it was not vacant.
Pedraza's belt.
Pedraza had defended that. He had defended that belt 3 times. He defended that belt 3 times.
You saying Pedraza be the champion for his belt?
No, I mean, no, I guess he didn't win it because he won the vacant belt 2 years before. 2 years before that. But Devin Haney was handed a belt.
How was he handed? Right, because the
champion WBC belt. He didn't even beat anybody for that belt.
The champion wouldn't fight him. He gave him the belt.
Dude, look, let me tell you, man. Hold on. I got to read this. Give this dude a lot of credit for shit that he didn't do.
What do you want him to do?
No, seriously. You're giving him a lot of credit for stuff that he didn't do.
Like, I mean,
you want to give him credit because somebody didn't fight him. Why should they have fought him?
Because
why should Teofimo Lopez had fought him and not fought Lomachenko? Why? What for what reason? Because Devin wanted it?
No, because he was the mandatory.
He wasn't.
I'm talking about with Loma.
He wasn't.
He was Loma's mandatory.
He was not. He was not the mandatory.
He was
never the mandatory.
He was so.
No, he was not. And even if he, first of all, no, he was not the mandatory. He was never the mandatory.
He won the interim belt.
That's not the mandatory. They never ordered him to fight. They never ordered.
You're absolutely right, because before Loma and them foreseen it coming and went and requested the franchise belt.
First of all, so if I'm right, then just say I'm right and end it, because he's not the mandatory. But even if he was the mandatory, so what?
What do you mean?
Teofimo Lopez was the IBF champion.
I understand that. I'm not denying that. I
mandatory. You fight a unification over a mandatory anyway.
And I understand that. I truly do.
So let me once again, there was no reason for Lomachenko to fight him. None. He was not his mandatory, and he was taking a unification fight.
The only reason why, first of all, why he wasn't, because the paperwork wasn't filled out. That's all. The paperwork was coming because he won the interim belt.
What do you mean the paperwork wasn't coming? Man, the paperwork wasn't never coming because the mandatory wasn't even due. The mandatory wasn't going to be due. And you know why the mandatory wasn't due? The mandatory wasn't due because Luke Campbell was going to be the mandatory for Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia dropped that IBF belt. He dropped it. Mikey Garcia did. Mikey Garcia's next fight, his mandatory, according to Mauricio Suleiman, was going to be Luke Campbell. So when Mikey dropped the belt, the person that was in line to be the mandatory, they gave the fight to Lomachenko, and they decided to do a unification fight with it. So that mandatory wasn't even due. They weren't going to do it. That's just something people keep saying. You know what that is? That goes back to the other conversation we had about why people get annoyed with it. Lomachenko was never, I mean, Devin Haney was never Lomachenko's mandatory. Never.
Yeah, but like I just said, only because the paperwork wasn't in yet.
It can only because his mama wouldn't allow him to show up.
It was in line.
It doesn't. When you say only because, I don't care about the because after because. He wasn't. There's a reason why everybody's in the mandatory. The only reason I'm not a mandatory is because I'm not a professional fighter. Let me tell you, all of the only becauses. Only Deontay Wilder would have been Lomachenko's mandatory. Only reason is that he wasn't is because he's a heavyweight.
Yeah,
the fact of the matter is that he was not the mandatory.
Yeah, but he was going to be. He was in line to be, and it was written in stone. That's why
he wasn't written in stone. If it was written in stone, he would have been.
Why did he get the belt then? Why did they give him the belt then?
Because they elevated him.
Why?
I don't know. You got to ask Mauricio Suleiman.
Because he was the interim belt holder.
No,
and he was
I don't care. He can be the interim champion. That does not make him the mandatory. He can be the number one guy. That doesn't make him the mandatory. I don't know why they elevated him. I know that they elevated him because they elevated Lomachenko.
Okay.
I know the reason why it happened is because for the same reason that everything happens in the WBC. So Mauricio Suleiman says so.
Okay, so we don't really know the paperwork, but I do. You this. I can't fully agree with you on that because from my understanding, and I'm in boxing too, that was the situation. But let me ask, do you respect Devin when he's at 20 calling out Lomachenko? Do you think he was serious or you think he was just clout chasing?
Let me tell you something. I have as much respect for Devin calling out Lomachenko as I do Keyshawn Davis calling out Gervonta Davis. I give them the same amount of respect.
Well, the positions is different. Yeah, but
no, they're not. They're the same person. They're contenders.
Well, maybe
they're contenders. They're contenders calling out champions. So yes, I give him every bit as much credit as I give Jarrell Big Baby Jarrell Anderson, Jarrell Big Baby Jared Big Baby Anderson for calling out Tyson Fury at heavyweight. I give him the same amount of credit.
That's credible.
Keyshawn
not credible, but
he's more credible than Devin was.
Do you
let me repeat that. At this stage, Keyshawn Davis is more credible than Devin was.
How?
Because he's undefeated just like he's undefeated, and he's an Olympic silver medalist.
Keyshawn Davis is what, man? 0 and what? I mean, 10-0.
He's 0 and whatever it is, he's 0.
He only got 6 fights or something.
But he isn't fighting in Mexico. He didn't get 20 fights in Mexico beating up cab drivers either.
Well, he's only got 6 fights at that age, but he ain't
any less credible. But he ain't any less credible. He's more credible because he had a better amateur career.
No,
and he is.
I don't count amateurs. The credibility stops when we're talking intern champ and a guy 6-0.
Lomachenko wasn't a champion. Devin Haney wasn't a champion at 24 years old. At 20 years old,
he was the intern champ
at 20.
Yes, man. What are you talking about?
Okay, great. He was the interim champ. He was calling him out before that.
No,
look, I'm not. No. Let me tell you. I'll answer the question. I don't give anybody credit for calling people out. I do not care. I do not care.
I ain't saying credit
about
not
people
credit,
calling people out.
Do you think he was serious about? Do you think?
I don't know whether he's serious or not. He could be dead serious.
Okay, so
I don't care.
Okay, so now that Devin has the WBC belt by that situation we just discussed, now he's calling out T.O. for the real undisputed. Right from one champion to I'm going to the next.
I don't care about him calling anybody out. Everybody calls people out. I don't care. I'm going to tell you, I give nobody credit for calling people out.
Well, I'm just saying, when you say he only fought one champion, I'm telling you, he's been in 135 his whole career. Dude, he's been trying to fight champions.
Are you going to give people credit? Are you going to give people for getting a job because they filled out an application? I don't care about him calling anybody out. That is talk. Who cares? Everybody calling people out. I don't care.
To me, it's talk if Tank is calling people out at 23 and then now he's 28 and still ain't chased down all the belts. But this young guy who's been calling the champions out since he was 20 is now undisputed.
You are giving that man, you're giving that man credit. You're giving that man credit for things he did for things that don't mean stuff, don't mean anything. He called them out. So what? Everybody calls people out.
Now they don't though. Tank didn't call Loma. Tank ducked Loma. He didn't call for that champion. Tank said he don't call. Tank said he don't call for nobody.
Man, look, bro.
Right?
Are you his cousin or something?
No, I'm just saying I can't understand how this dude is trying to do everything right.
I don't care about him trying to do it.
He is.
I don't care about trying to do it. I don't care about him trying to do it. I'm not giving anybody credit for trying for.
He's undisputed for now.
I gave him credit for being undisputed.
Okay, so if I see a guy taking the path to be the champion and become undisputed, and once he does it, I look at his path and say, damn, that young boy wasn't playing. He been calling them out and he chased their ass down.
He ain't fought none of them.
And then we go
literally everybody that you say he was calling out, he has not fought a single solitary one of them. So only person he fought was George Kambosos. That's it.
So the only one that was fighting.
I don't know why you would be like, damn, he was calling out Gervonta. He ain't fought Gervonta. He ain't fought Shakur. He didn't fight. He ain't fought Loma yet. He ain't beat T.O.
You can't mention
any of these dudes.
You can't mention Shakur because he wasn't even in the same weight class.
If he had done this, if he did this, if he was like Errol Spence Jr. said, if Errol Spence Jr. called out Kell Brook, and then he got the Kell Brook fight and he knocked out Kell Brook, I would be like, damn, he called that man out and he knocked him out.
So you think that they wouldn't fight him?
Who wouldn't fight him?
You heard Lomachenko's dad on the Blood Report saying that he told them that, hey, man, you ain't accomplished nothing yet. You don't deserve this fight, which I can understand. I'm not disagreeing with that, but
we shouldn't have got the fight. The man was fighting. Hold on, now you got to stop this because now you're being a little bit hypocritical.
I'm not. How? I'm not saying that that's wrong.
No, you're being hypocritical because you're telling me that you would say that Devin Haney, because you would applaud Devin because Devin's calling out these guys in search of undisputed.
Right.
But Lomachenko is saying, no, I don't want to fight him because I'm looking for undisputed. And that's something bad?
No. But I'm telling you, that's the path. It's not his fault. He
didn't take no path.
You're saying if he called out Loma and then went and beat Loma, I would respect that. But how can he do that when the guy, it takes two? The guy don't want to.
Let me ask you a question. Before George Kambosos ever had a belt,
right?
Did Devin Haney ever call out George Kambosos before he was a champion?
Why? And you're proving my point.
I asked your question. It's a yes or no question.
Why?
Yeah, okay. So don't tell me anything about a path then. Because he didn't call, excuse me, don't tell me anything about a path. Because he got a fight, he got an option at a fight and got them all at one time. He didn't take a path, he got a fight. It's not a path, that's a fight. He did not win that WBC belt in the ring. He got it because Lomachenko was elevated to the franchise belt. He did not take a path to that WBC belt other than every other fight. He did not take a path to the IBF, the WBA, or the WBO. He got them all in one fight because he agreed to sign with Top Rank and fight George Kambosos in a fight that he was favored to win. He did not fight a top level fighter for any of those belts. That is not a path, that is a fight.
Kambosos ain't the top level fighter?
No. Hell no. No, and hell no.
Why? Because Devin made him look so bad?
He beat one guy. It's called a flash in a pan. And then as soon as he got next to another guy, he got mopped. And then he got next to the guy and he got mopped again.
His story ain't done yet. Devin's just that much better than him. But this is what's impressive about Devin. Dude. Okay, like he said, Loma, you didn't want to fight me. This is why this is a legacy fight, because we talk about the #1 pound-for-pound guy for how many years? Been on the top 10 pound-for-pound for
how many years ago?
They just took him off last week for 9.
They didn't take him off #1 last week.
I didn't get to finish. You talking about He been number
You
one
said
for
he was
years.
the number one guy.
I know I didn't get
years,
to finish
years ago.
And
He
then
has
I was
not been the number one
going
guy.
to say he's
First
been
of all,
top 10.
First of all, he ain't beat Lomachenko, so you can stop because he ain't beat him. He's fighting him because he's contracted to fight him. He ain't beat him, so you can't give this man credit for beating Lomachenko until he actually beats him.
I'm not giving him credit. I'm giving him credit for calling Lomachenko out, not being in the position to get the fight, not his fault. But after he gets into position, still go back and say, I want the guy that y'all said. You heard what he said. We want the guy.
Hey, man, look, dog, you handing out a lot of participation trophies, bro.
They asked Bob, just to let everybody know, you still think he's better. He's the next best thing to Ali. Bob said, yeah, and that's what he's going for.
So what if Bob said
y'all
that?
Say is the guy.
So what if Bob said that? What's that got to do with anything that Bob said it?
Well,
hey, hold on 1 second. John, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, man. John Boy said, I'll be back when Rollo is gone. He gives me a headache. Sorry about that,
bro. Damn.
I mean, because dog, you look, man. Just to summarize this,
so much. He's going after a legacy fight with.
Hold on, man. I got to get these couple things, man. I got to get these couple things. Rod Walker said for the crew and Shakur shutting Devin up. Much love in that super chat. Yeah, we're gonna see that when he beats that dude. Hold 1 second, one more time. Thank you, Mr. Walker, for that love and that cash app, bro. Hold on 1 second, man. And my guy John Bowie back in the building said, Candy Rain, get a wrench. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Will do for sure. Thank you, my man. Thank you to everybody that's supporting the channel and the cash app, bro. Thank y'all so much. And John Bowie back at it said, Rollo, he called you idiot like 5 times. Much love in that cash app, brother. Thank you for that support, brother. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Rollo.
At 135, who has a better resume than Loma?
Gervonta.
Gervonta's never won a belt at 135. He's never won a belt at one. He's never fought a champion at 135.
Like I said, Gervonta has a better resume at 135 than Lomachenko does because he hasn't lost. Second, he does have a world championship. It's the WBA World Championship. That's what he has.
Belt. That's the
Number
regular
2,
belt.
He's beaten better competition at that weight class.
Than Loma?
Yes.
Okay.
He beat Ryan Garcia and he gave him a pound. He beat, what are you talking about? Ryan Garcia was I think he was the interim champ. He had the same belt that Devin did before Devin was elevated.
Okay, I just don't think Ryan's that good.
But that's fine. It's your opinion. It's your opinion. I'm telling you what I think. I think Gervonta has because he beat Hector Garcia. He beat Rolly Romero. He beat Ryan Garcia.
Hector Garcia never fought at 135.
Let me tell you, man. You can pick apart all you want.
Hector never fought at 135.
I'm not going to do this shit. I'm not going to do that because what you're going to do is try to get me to name somebody so you can talk bad about them.
I'm not talking bad about them.
I'm not going to be sitting up here defending any of these guys. You asked me my opinion, and I'm giving you my opinion. So I'm not about to sit here and listen to you say this guy didn't do this guy didn't do that. None of these dudes Devin Haney beat did shit. George Kambosos got lucky. If you want to ask me my opinion, George Kambosos got lucky. If you want to ask me my opinion, George Kambosos got lucky. Okay. Jojo Diaz was trash and got beaten up 2 weight classes below by Gary Russell Jr. Uriokis Gamboa, Devin Haney went the business with Uriokis Gamboa, and Uriokis Gamboa got knocked out by everybody. He went the distance and got buzzed by Jorge Linares, and Jorge Linares had gotten knocked out by Lomachenko and got knocked out by 2 other guys at 126 pounds. I can literally go through every one of the people that Devin Haney has fought and find a way to call them trash. Every one of them. Every one of them. So if you want to play that game, we'll be here all day calling other fighters trash. The fact of the matter is nobody has beaten Gervonta.
I never
Nobody.
called nobody trash though. I'm just
You can you didn't call him trash. You just said this guy can't do this and this guy can't do that.
no, Ryan's trash. I'm sorry, Ryan is trash, but Hector never fought.
Man,
That was his first fight.
Ryan Garcia knocked out Luke Campbell.
Wow.
The same look, he knocked out Luke Campbell. The very same guy that Devin Haney was trying to fight to win the vacant WBC belt. If Devin Haney had beaten Luke Campbell, nobody would be turning around and saying Luke Campbell was trash. Luke Campbell is only, I mean, that Luke Campbell is trash. The only reason people are calling Ryan Garcia trash is because Gervonta knocked his ass out. Before that, nobody called him trash. He became trash when Gervonta knocked him out. So I can do the same thing to every single solitary fighter Devin fights. If Devin beat him, that means that they're no good. Why?
No, that's not true. I'm not saying Hector Garcia is no good. He's the 130 champion. I said at 135 though. And that was his first.
We got to get that. We got to get this. This has been a fun conversation, but we got to get off this. Dog, this ain't the Devin. This ain't the Mickey Mouse Club, bro. The Devin Haney version of the Mickey Mouse Club. Because what you're doing is you are literally giving him credit for things he never did. You are saying you never did. Calling out somebody is not the same thing as beating them. Just like applying for a job is not the same thing as taking your ass to work. He does not get credit for calling people out. Number two, I don't care how old he is because he could go bust next year. I don't care how old he is because there's other fighters that were younger than him that won world championships and wound up. You've heard of Wilfredo Benitez?
Yeah, of course.
Well, what happened to Wilfredo Benitez? He was damn sure younger than Sugar Ray Leonard. He didn't wind up being Sugar Ray Leonard, though.
I mean, he died young.
You don't know what Devin is until Devin gets in there with somebody that got a chance to beat him. He got all of those belts in one fight. One. I would bet you money that if Keyshawn Davis was given that fight with George Kambosos, he'd be the undisputed champion. Because George Kambosos, in my opinion, ain't that good.
I don't know if Keyshawn's ready for a 12 yet, but
names. All right, how about this? If Gervonta Davis was 22 years old, and at 22 years old, he beat somebody that is better than George Kambosos and Jose Linares. And I can tell you why I have a reason to believe that. Jose Pedraza was a champion at an undefeated champion at 130 pounds when he fought him. He moved up and became a 135-pound champion and won in the ring one of the belts that Devin Haney has right now. And yes, the either the WBO or the IBF belt. He lost one of those. I think he lost the WBO belt in the ring to Lomachenko. So Jose Pedraza is a 2-division champion, and Gervonta Davis knocked him out. You got to put something on mute. Knocked him out at 22 years old. So, in my opinion, at an earlier age, Gervonta had already beaten better fighters at 22 than Devin is beat right now. I will take Jose Pedraza tomorrow over George Kambosos. But see, that's all opinion. I'm not hating on Devin Haney. I'm just not giving him extra credit. That's not the same thing.
I think so, man. I just don't see nothing the kid is doing wrong.
Tell me something. If you want me to be fair to Devin, then I've got to do this. I got to give credit to every single solitary fighter that calls somebody out. I have to say, Jaron Ennis, yeah, man, he deserves so much credit because he's only 25 years old and he's called out Errol Spence. He's called out Terrence Crawford. He said he'll fight Canelo. So now I got to give Jaron Ennis all kind of credit for people that he never fought. You're trying to make me give credit to Devin Haney for people he never fought.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying give him credit for getting undisputed. He could have moved to 140, but he went in facing the guy who's been the guy for the last decade.
He ain't beat him yet.
Yeah, but you got to give him credit for going and
I
fighting
don't
that
gotta
guy.
give him credit for walking. Let me tell you who I'm not giving any credit to. I'm not giving credit for Rolly Romero for going in there and fighting Barroso before he fought him.
Who is
I'm not
Barroso?
I'm gonna go through all the long lists of people I'm not giving any credit to before they get into a ring. I'm not giving Jermell Charlo any credit for beating Tim Tszyu before he walks into the ring. I'm not going to give Lomachenko any credit for beating Devin Haney before he walks into the ring. I'm not going to give credit to Terrence Crawford for beating Jaron Ennis before he walks in the ring. I'm going to do that. There's nobody in boxing I'm going to give credit for doing anything before they do it. They got to actually do it. And that's not hate. That's being fair to any and everybody involved.
Yeah,
I can't be giving Devin Haney different standards, applying different standards for credit to Devin Haney is being unfair to other people.
I'm not giving. He ain't beat him yet, so I can't give him credit for that. I'm giving him credit for signing up for the fight, for signing up for a tough fight, for chasing champions. This would be his 6th champion fight in a row. His 6th champion fighting in a row. I'm giving him credit for that.
He's fought 6 champions in a row.
Yeah. Since Gamboa, I think, was the first.
You're giving him credit for fighting Gamboa as a champion?
Was Gamboa not a champion?
At 126 pounds 10 years ago.
But I'm just saying, I'm looking at his path, and I'm saying the young kid started with the old champion, like everybody do. George Kambosos did the same thing to move up to get his spot. Then he progressed. Linares, JoJo, then fought undisputed. Now he's going to fight the guy that's been on the pound for pound for the last 10 years. That's impressive to me. I'll tell you who else is impressive to me. A lot of people don't like him, and yeah, he might be a jerk, but Teofimo Lopez. He's chasing big fights, man. I like people who chase big fights. T.O. is fighting Josh Taylor. He's the underdog.
Look, man, I got to stop it, man. I appreciate it. But like I said, if you want to give credit to the subject matter is whether or not I'm hating, not whether you hating, because I can clearly see you not hating on Devin. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll tell you exactly what I give Devin Haney credit for. I give Devin Haney credit for beating George Kambosos 2 times and being the undisputed champion. That's what I'm going to give him credit for because that's what he's paid for. I'm giving Errol Spence Jr. credit for being for unifying 3 of the belts at 147 pounds. Right. I am not giving Errol Spence credit. I am not giving Errol Spence credit for wanting to fight Terrence Crawford. I am giving him credit if he beats Terrence Crawford. Errol's not going to get a penny out of a bank for wanting to fight him.
Yeah, I understand that, but when the legacy is written, it's going to be that Bud Duck.
When it gets written, let me know. So okay, because as of right now, he ain't beaten Lomachenko yet. When he beats Lomachenko, then you give him credit. You don't even have to give him credit. It is what he accomplished. But look, man, I got to bounce, man. I appreciate you, brother.
All right,
man. Hey, Rob will come back, brother. I appreciate you. All right. That was entertaining, man. Hey, real quick, to my guy, Ray Davis in building. I like Haney, but he's not Mando the zone made it up. Yeah, he was not the mandatory, bro. That's just not true. But somebody said he's got good points. Yeah, I mean, he got good points, man. Devin Haney deserves the credit. Dude, I don't need this. First of all, it's all subjective. And my guy, Melvin Jones, said, this guy makes me want to bet on Lomachenko. That's tough to do because it sounds like a parent. Dude, my dad wouldn't do that for me. Like, dude, man, my mother loves me. I would love, but dude, I'm not. Well, look, hey, man, my son deserves it because he really wants to be a doctor. Did he go to medical school? No, but he really wants to. I mean, doesn't he deserve? Give him credit for wanting to. Okay, I'm going to give him all the credit you deserve for wanting to do something. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? How much are you going to pay? If somebody said they want to clean your house, they knock on your door and they say, I want to clean your house. And you say, no, my house is already clean. Well, can I get some credit? Can I get credit for wanting to do it? I guess you can get some. I mean, what credit do you think you should get? A thumbs up? Hey, that's it. I mean, I can't give you anything for that. You didn't do it. Hey, man. I'm sorry, man. Hey, but y'all can hit that link, man. It was fun. Hey, man, thank you so. And my guy Bell in the building said, this must be Devin's Uncle Woody. No, I can't read that last part. Hey, Woody the one. Hey, thank you, brother. Nah, man. He's an older brother, though, too. I like that, though. He was trying to give Devin credit for staying at 135, so face Loma instead of going up to 140. Look, man, I'm not discrediting Devin. I'm not bending over backwards to do it, bro. Rick Tim said, hey, Fanon, Rick Tim said, hey, I want to be a billionaire. So I get credit, correct? Yeah, dog. I mean, hey, man, like you want a pat on the back or something? Like, man. Now you see, that's why. That's why. Because let's get to the truth. The truth of the matter is this. You want to give him as much credit as Gervonta Davis gets. Let's get around to the truth of this. Getting around to the truth you know what? I want you to think as highly of Devin and what Devin Haney has done as anybody else in boxing. And then we come up with things that to justify that. Hey, again, thank you so much to everybody who supports in the Cash App, bro. Mr. Thomas said, I'm standing quiet till this fight. I'm standing quiet till this fight happens. Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Mr. Thomas. And somebody said they wanted that link. Somebody wanted to get on that link. The one that I originally put that out there for. Much love in that Cash App. Thank you so much for your support. I can't tell you how much it means on the real. Thank you so much. And Mr. Ed, oh yeah, my guy. Haney Fight Week, be nice, Fanon. Frequent flyer, no, I'm not gonna be nice, man. I'm in the jail. I'm in a YouTube jail cell, man. I'm already feeling put upon, man. I'm forever gonna hold this against Haney, man. It's real. For real. It's getting tiresome debating all these bad opinions. You just don't put it on me, bro. He said, Fanon, I was objective till he said Devin passed Spence. Exactly. Because there are some things that Devin has done that Spence hasn't done. Does that mean he's passed Spence in his career? Hell no. No chance, no way, no how is Devin Haney proven to be, if you're ranking fighters in the world of boxing right now, there is no way you put Devin Haney with Errol Spence Jr. No way you do it. That is completely unfair. Dog, on the real, you can't put him with Terrence Crawford. Oh, you can't put him with Terrence Crawford. And the age thing, like you can just flush the age. Age means nothing, man. I'm telling you already, age doesn't mean anything. When you start talking about how young somebody is, do you remember how people were talking about how many fights, right? How many fights? How many fights Anthony Joshua had compared to how many fights Ali had? He's better than Ali. He deserves more credit than Ali. And the entire time I was sitting there saying, I wasn't thinking, I was saying it out loud. Why are you guys confusing age? Why are you bringing age into this? Tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. That is a false metric. Age is a false metric. Saying how young you are when you did something is a false metric. The question is, did you do it or did you not do it? Yeah, Joe, you know I had to throw your boy in there, though, right? The question is, did you do it or did you not do it? They would do it. The AJ to Ali, they did it. Trust me, they did it. They would say it all the time. Hey, Fanon, give Canelo credit. His aim is Beterbiev. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm not giving Canelo Alvarez credit for losing to Dimitri Bivol. Like people try to do that too. They try to say, well, yeah, he lost me, but he fought Bivol. Look at the challenge he took. Dude, he lost to Bivol. He lost to Bivol. He lost a lopsided fight to Dimitri Bivol. All that tells me, concretely tells me, is that he doesn't belong in 175 and he needs to sit back in his weight class and fight the guys that he has a chance to beat. Because Dimitri Bivol and Beterbiev are no-nos for him. Sorry, partner. They are highly skilled. They are skilled enough and big enough to cause you major problems. Now, I do need somebody else to hit the link, though. Because, man, I need the company, man. I need the company. David Morrell, a no-no for Canelo. Yeah, I mean, but no. He may be a no-no. But don't tell me how great he is because of what he did. First of all, they say, well, you know, he went up there. Dude, he had already won a belt at 175. And he came back down to 168. Then he lost in 175, and then he fought a 160-pounder. To me, what it looks like is that he's jumping all over the place, picking people that he thinks he can beat. That's what it looks like to me, is that you're going over there. Oh, well, I'm not fighting them. I'm going to go over here. Like he's getting in the line, he's getting out of the line. He's at the front of the line, and so everybody else is lining up, and then he just leaves the line, and he gets in another line in the front of the line and takes somebody else. Put the link in the chat, Fanon. The link is in the chat. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's right there. I just did it. Hey, man, somebody else showing some love in the Cash App. Thank you so much for your support. Let me do this real quick. Loma W, Vicious. Hey, Mr. Smith in the building. Educated Ed Jablonski in the building with the $2 holler. Said Loma win via vicious knockout, please. Oh, God. Like, see, now that comes around. See, we got around to the point of why people act like that. Why people think that. Hold on one second. Yeah, I put the link in there, man. Hey, but Rollo Green, come back though, man. Seriously, I did like talking to you. Some don't worry about all that other stuff, man. You can call people idiots right back. I wish an interviewer would ask Canelo this question: why are you going back to 175? Going back to 175 so he doesn't have to give up his 168-pound belts if he loses. That's easy. What's going on? What's going on, upper echelon? How you feeling, brother?
I'm fine, boy. I was trying to get you to let me on with Rollo Green, man. I was in his hat. First off, let me go ahead and this is going to Rollo Green. First off, Rollo, you need to check your facts. That's for one. For two, Frank Martin didn't start when he was a little boy. He started when he was around the age of 18. Then you saying Ryan's a trash fighter, but didn't him and Devin split in major tournaments? So if Ryan's trash, I guess Devin's trash too, because they both split in major tournaments. Also, you talking about how Devin's the youngest to do it. We talking about fight years, because like I said, I used to box as well. Let's talk about fight progression. This is how you can tell how young a boxer is to do something. Look at Devin's first 10 fights. Look at Frank Martin's first 10 fights. Look at Keyshawn Davis' first 10 fights, because Keyshawn Davis got 9 fights, actually. And look at the caliber opponents that they fought and the way that they're progressing. Look at Earl's first 10 fights. Devin's first 15 fights are nobodies. These guys are steadily progressing. So their learning curve is much sharper than Devin's. It took Devin a little bit longer to catch on. Devin has almost 30 damn fights. Earl Spence don't even have 30 fights. And Earl Spence, he's done beat, technically Hall of Famers, he beat Mikey Garcia. He's beat Lamont Peterson. And, you know, he's beat Kell Brooks, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Yordenis Ugas. Devin hasn't even fought nobody on that level. George Kambosos arguably might have lost that fight against Mickey Bay coming off a 2.5-year layoff. So he's not nobody to to hold a candle to, as well as Devin Haney weighs around 160 when he's fighting. So he's fighting people much smaller than him. Even the the WBC president Mauricio Suleiman commented on it. Said he rehydrates over 24 pounds. And it ain't the fact that people have a problem with Devin, it's the fact that they keep pushing false propaganda. And we keep catching his father in lies. And then they keep saying this and that, and Devin keep acting like he calling people out, but his whole attitude changed when Shakur's on that ass now. And after he beats little lightweight Lomachenko, because I like the Lomachenko. I respected Lomachenko as a fighter, but I don't give him all the praise everybody else do, because he was 26 years old beating up on 16, 17, 18-year-olds in the amateurs. Of course you're supposed to win when you're doing that shit right there. Our people, they don't go to their 26 in the amateurs because they turn pro and get in there around 16 or 17. But, he want to kid bash, let him kid bash. But they always talking about Lomachenko's coming off the pound for pound list. First off, Devin Haney, y'all pushed the propaganda to get him off the pound for pound list because Devin wasn't up there. And y'all kept saying how he's old, he's washed up. And arguably Lomachenko is 1-2 in his last 3 fights. He lost to T.O. He got the win. He arguably lost to Jermaine Ortiz. And Devin's going to be in there probably double Lomachenko's size at about 160. And it's really not much Loma could do, because Loma is a natural 126 pounder. And his power really ain't carry up to 135 like that. You see, he had problems putting down who was that? Was that Mo Hooker? No, not Mo Hooker. What's the dude that he was trying to tell the he's one of Mo Hooker's people. Like, he's over there with them. What's the black guy he was fighting for that he was telling them to stop the fight, and they talking about, oh, Loma couldn't stop him because he showed him mercy. Yeah, Coney. Yeah. Like, he couldn't even put Comey down, and he was hitting Comey with everything. Yeah, so his power.
No, he put him down now. He just didn't.
I said he couldn't put him out.
Up.
He couldn't finish him. I'm talking about he couldn't finish him. He couldn't finish him. And Devin, he's like, when he fought Kambosos, he was 20, 30 pounds heavier than Kambosos. He couldn't even stop him. So for one, IQ and accolades come with at least being able to finish your meal. Devin, he eats off the plate, but he don't never finish his meal. So that's one reason why all that talking and all that boasting and bragging that he's doing is not really resonating with the fans like that, because, man, you go in there and then you do a awkward rendition of Andre Ward. Like, you throw a couple punches, you grab, turn, cuddle. Like, and like the fans these days, they're not trying to see that. I mean, I know it's part of the sweet science, but you don't have the damn physical needs and ability to finish your plate. You hit Kambosos with everything in that 10th round, and you couldn't even put that man away. Tio dropped that man. You didn't even get that man off his feet. And that's what I'm saying. Devin Haney fans is always talking this and that, and they saying all this. But I'm going to be glad after Devin Haney washes Loma, because all this talk is going to be put to bed, because, there's another young fighter that rehydrates up real heavy too. And that's Shakur Stevenson. If you remember the Oscar Valdez fight, Shakur was about 20 pounds heavier than him. So they both rehydrate real heavy. And if you think about it, Devin should be fighting with Earl Spence and them, because if you fighting at 160, Earl doesn't even rehydrate up to 160. And I got pictures of Devin and Terrence Crawford where Devin is bigger than Terrence Crawford, side by side and everything. I did a video about it. So they talking about all this stuff that Devin is doing, but that's like Terrence Crawford when he was down at 135 and 140 beating on little people. I mean, like, it's real easy to beat on people that's smaller than you, but what would you do when you got a person that's your size in your face that can do everything that you can do, or that's at least your size? Then that's when you can get the accolades. And I don't take nothing away from Devin. Yes, he's a great fighter. I mean, I wouldn't say he's world renowned and he's the best of the best, but he's a great fighter. He got Zab Judah's dad that taught him. Floyd Sr. taught him. Like, I mean, he had a lot of great trainers. But one thing you can't teach is power, and he doesn't have that. So, he's like another Malignaggi, but he has more skills than Malignaggi, more athletically gifted than Malignaggi. But I've seen Shakur power at 135 looks a lot better than it did at 130.
And them Haney fans just watch because Haney's gonna either run up to 140 or he's gonna sit there and have to fight that Shakur fight. And I'm gonna buy that fight if he fights Shakur, because Shakur is gonna end a lot of that shit because Shakur is just as big as Devin. But I feel like he's a lot better fighter. Like his IQ is a lot better, and like it'll be a great fight. It'll be a fight of great skill. I want to see it, but that's how I was telling Rollo. Like all that shit you said, man, was bullshit, really. And we talking about Earl Spence. Earl would have been gone, but your boy Bud ducked him. And that's all I gotta say for now.
Yeah, was Rollo a Bud fan?
You heard what he said? He was talking
Nah, I
about.
must have missed it. What'd he say?
Well, he was talking about how Devin achieved more than Spence. Like, nigga, you must be a Bud fan. You say that because he was talking about how people wouldn't fight Devin, Bud wouldn't fight Earl. This nigga said he signed everything.
Hey, let's
Earl
not do
still
the
waiting.
N word. Let's chill on the N word.
Oh, my bad. This brother said he fighting Earl. Earl's still waiting, and he signed everything last year.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Upright Shalom.
all right. And
all right, bro. Be back. Hey, man. Jump on again, man.
Yeah, I'm about to go to sleep. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all hit that like button, man. We missing about 100 likes.
Yeah, man. Hit the like button, man. I'm with you. All right, brother. Get back with you, man.
Peace.
Peace. All right. Hey, T. Orlando Pearson in the building. Thank you, brother, for the super chat, for the Cash App, $100. $1, excuse me. $1 for my guy Orlando Pearson. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you more than you know, man. Thank you. Jablonski, now make sure I get this. Hey, man, thank you to everybody that supported in the Cash App today. No joke, brother. Thank y'all so much, man. But you got Mr. Smith. You got Mr. Smith out here just hoping. Ninja. Yeah. You know, the older I get, the more I like. Honestly, man, I used to use that word when I was just used around when black folk would use it around each other. Once you start freely seeing people out there like seriously hearing people using that word going back between themselves, each other, I can't do it, bro. John Boy said Cash App. Yes, sir, brother. I got the Cash App set. I don't think we're gonna have a lot of problem with me looking for Cash Apps, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Because it is sitting right here, brother. Every dollar in the Cash App hits 3 times harder than the super chat. No, it hits 30% harder than super chats. It does hit 30%, 30% harder. Actually, a little bit more than that too. Actually, when you really look at the whole thing, man, it may be as much as 50%. But look, man, it is what it is, brother. I appreciate you guys' support, bro. My guy John Boy said, Bud Jablonski, wrench if possible, please. Yes, sir, man. Much love in that Cash App to my guy John Boy. Mr. Jablonski, put a comment in the comment section, Mr. Jablonski, please. Showtime, the guy, Pass, said, what up, Fanon? What up, chat? What up with you, bro? Oh, he said, hey, it's told me you're limited to the max. Oh, yeah, it has a max. Jim, I can't Cash App. It's all right, brother. It is what it is, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. I like the talks come through. I almost dialed in, but hold on one second. Yeah, you got to increase your. Hey, John Boy, you got to go in the Cash App you can only do 250 within 7 days. So yeah, like you're not unless you increase your own limits. Yeah, Cash App Hayden. Yeah, you got to increase your own limits, bro. It is what it is, man. There's a backside to everything, man. So I think that's not true, bro. Yeah, you can 250 a day, I think it is. But whatever it is what it is, man. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, always all kind of limits, bro. And my guy Duke in the building said, Haney V, where'd it go? Haney V split decision, man. Haney V split decision, brother. Thank you, man. Much love to my guy. I'm gonna say no limits in the building. Let me hit you with that gong, brother. Thank you, brother. $5 on the Cash App. Thank you so much, sir. Yo, there you go. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Mr. Jablonski. But let me go to your channel first. You know how cats are, man. Okay, that's old. That you've been here for a long time, so that one is a real one. I did not get caught. Bud Jablonski in the building. There you go, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, thank you, John Boy, man. No, you're huge to the channel, man. Seriously. You guys are absolutely positively huge to the channel. Ray Davis said, I wish he was up there. I was going to flame him. Oh, yeah. I mean, y'all can jump up there and do it again, man. I don't, if he wanted to get back up there and do it, I'd let y'all do it, man. Yeah, nah, seriously, it's big time. But back to the subject, man. I still say Keith Thurman is chasing that retirement bag. I prefer to see Ugas versus Thurman and Spence versus Boots instead. Frank Martin versus Pitbull on the same card. Winner gets Tank and Spence. Show out in front of Bud. I mean, look, man, that Bud fight needs to happen. I'm all behind them making that fight, bro. Honestly, man, I'm all in favor of these guys making any fight. But don't make no fights for the next month. Mr. Davis said, hey, like the facts today. Salute to John Boy. My guy Ray Davis in the building. Said, like the facts today. Salute to John Boy. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to John Boy, man. My first wrench ever, man. Hey, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, you're there, man. You're there, man. Shakur Rehydrate 2, remember, versus Oscar Valdez. Yeah, I don't know if he's as big as Devin, though. I think Devin is like, you know what I mean? Devin is really big for that weight class. Like, he looks like hulking in that weight class. Hulking in that weight class. Friggin' initial Dre salute to you, fam. Yes, sir. It's fight week. Tank all day, but I'm a super young bull, Devin. I tank all day, but I'm a super young bull, Devin. What is that? Initials Dre. What do you mean? I missed that. I didn't quite get that. Hey, y'all, give me like 30 seconds, man. I'll be back. 45 seconds. Yeah. Sorry about that, man. Right back at you. Right back at you with another one. Devin looking hungry yesterday. He's gonna look real hungry about Friday, man. Ray Davis said, I told Fanon they both, Devin and Shakur, are 165 walk around. That's that snack and Balco. You think that they're that big? I don't know if they're that. I don't know if they're that big. I don't know if they're that big, but they are. I have no doubt that they're big, man. Support Auto texting, be tripping. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, but the only way you can support is in the Cash App, man. But thank you to everybody that supports in the Cash App. Thank you to everybody that's really, really, really thank y'all so much, man, for definitely keeping the channel afloat. So thank you. Devin needs that Balcon program badly. He's not, I mean, what is he on, John Boy? He's on that snack, bro. He on that snack right now. He's on that snack. He's on that snack. What's this? Hold on 1 second. Hey, what's going on, Knockout TV? How you feeling, brother? Shakur, big. Remember, Devin was commenting on Shakur's size. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know if he's big as Devin. Devin's a big fighter, but at the same time, man, you know, you're in the weight class. 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 The only time I ever really bring up how big Devin is when Devin says he can't make the weight. But I know they ain't making. I know this. They making that. If Devin stays at that weight, he's fighting Shakur. He might lead that weight class before he fights Shakur, though. Even though, man, it's tough, man. I'm telling you, it's tough. That's easy, man. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. It's not easy. That's a tough situation, man. That's a tough situation. Anything Victor Conte is involved with, I'm skeptical of. Look, man, he's just selling something, man. I thought that was really tacky, him bringing up Stone Alone in the building. Thank you, brother. I see it registered. I'm just waiting for it to come through. My guy Stone Alone said, hey, for my morning coffee boxing talk. Thank you, brother. Yeah, man, we're gonna keep it rolling too. Much love in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Absolutely, positively huge. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Stone Alone, man, you got to put a comment in there, man. Let me get the reading out of there. Let me work for it, brother. I appreciate you, though, man. Bud walk around weight and Devin standing weight to him makes Bud look big at 135. You got to remember, Bud was at 135 as well. Dude, they are definitely draining themselves down to almost nothing. That is for sure. He is not walking in that ring anywhere near 135 pounds. But that's not Devin Haney's fault. That's boxing allowing that to take place. I think it's more of a network issue because they want to give these guys as much time as they can possibly give them to make weight. As much time as they possibly can give them to make weight so that so the fights don't get canceled. But it really, that in those in-between weight classes really did screw up. They screwed up the weight class, man. But yeah, I felt it. Look, man, my thing with the Devin, my guy Rollo, shout out to Rollo. Thank you for coming on, man. My thing is this, man. I'm not giving people credit for things that they don't do. Wanting to do something and doing it are two different things. You know what I mean? Now, if you see a bunch of people not taking fights at all, hey, my guy Ray Davis said, much love in that Cash App, that $2 holler, brother. Thank you, man. My guy said, Ray Davis, let me get that big gong. Thank you, bro. Snack isn't just for Bomac. Bud, Haney, and Shakur. They're all on Snack? Yeah, Snack. They all on Snack? They getting that pay, they getting that pay, man. Thomas Hill said, hey, thank you again, brother. Thank you to everybody that supports in the Cash App. Thank you, guys, man. Devin has rehydrated all the way up 24 pounds. That's not healthy because he can't put on that much water in one day without seriously endangering himself. Yeah, I mean, that's what he said. I can't imagine it being healthy at all. Dehydrating yourself, your body needs water. And you are definitely, your organs and all that stuff are going to be working. It's like, hey, man, it's like taking the oil out of your car and driving home, right? Your engine's going to start smoking, man. You know, you may make it if you take out like we just got the bare amount of oil, man. It'll wind up affecting you in the long run. But look, man, I just think that the chances are in this fight that that situation does play it really does play in Lomachenko's favor. But Devin Haney's young, and you can do it when you're young. 24 years old, he knows what the feeling is. He knows how to snap back from it. I think he may have looked a little bit extra skeletal in that last one, in that last fight. I don't know. Maybe he did a little bit too much celebrating in between, when he won undisputed. Said upper echelon said that's why once the fighter hits the weight, they go straight to the scale, then rehydrate. Yeah, he's gonna be real thirsty, man. He's gonna be real thirsty. I like Rollo, but he's optimistic on some Haney stuff. But he has to be realistic when it comes to comparison to fighters, and they haven't fought. That's called being a fan, man. And you're being supportive, and you're gonna ride. Oh yeah, Cash App's the only option for a month, bro. John Book, Jay can't send super chats for a month. Yeah, can't send. The only option there is to support the channel is Cash App for and it may be 6 weeks. It may be. I would probably safely say 6 weeks, because you got to go through a process after the month is over. But hopefully hopefully we'll fix it fast. But it is what it is, man. We got to keep going, and I appreciate anybody that supports the channel. But we're gonna move on just like we always moved on. Same amount of videos, same amount of live streams, all of that stuff. So it ain't changing nothing. I definitely do it primarily for the love, for the fact that I love talking boxing with you guys. But you guys supporting and all that is a big thing. So thank you guys. It's not little at all. Trust me. Your support is not little. It is big. It is not a scenario, bro, where I'm doing it for legacy. Okay. This ain't for legacy, bro. You know what I mean? There ain't no Hall of Fame. I ain't doing it to go to the Hall of Fame of YouTube commentators. Better believe that. Weight draining like that. I won for big dudes. No, I am not, brother. Trust me. No, I am not. No. Fanon going to get more money this month because he's not going to get, because we will get all. Nah, bro. Nah. Trust me. It's a freaking hit in the pocket, dog. Believe it. Oh, man, that's my dude, man. What's going on? Hey, man, not you, bro. But I appreciate you, man. My guy, so deep in the building with the $10 holler, brother. Thank you, man. Say just because. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. No joke, man. Thank you, man. That's huge. Thank you, brother. That's absolutely huge. So nah, dog, no. Yeah, it's gonna hit in the pocket, brother. Trust me. But it's all right. It's all good, man. Because I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? I don't spend money. You know what I mean? Why not me? No, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, absolutely you. I'll support you too. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Hey, no joke. No reason not to be you. I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, man. Said, dang, that sucks, Jay Taylor. What's that? Everyone doesn't have Cash App. It is what it is. I mean, I guess I can put up, what is it? Here. Here you go. All right, here you go. Hold on a second. You got Venmo. I can do Venmo. But I don't. Hold on a second, man. Yeah, I'll do that. Hold on a second. All right, there's Venmo, man. Hold on one second. All right, there you go. That Venmo was up there, man. Hold on, man. That messed me up. Sorry about. Hold on. Give me a second. When you come off fast, your body keeps everything. Shoney D said, for now, what Shoney D said, what are you sipping on for the watch party? Nothing. I can't even lie, bro. I'm not sipping on nothing. Like the last thing I need to do right now, brother. The last thing I need to do right now for sure is the last thing I need to do for sure is be drinking. I need to keep my energy positive. And I got to get this weight off me. So probably nothing. But then again, whiskey. Probably some whiskey, dog. Probably some whiskey. I'll probably sip on some whiskey if I do that. If I do it, I like drink whiskey, man. Straight. Because there's no carbs in whiskey. It'll just burn your liver out. But you know, hold on one second. I'm sorry. All right, there you go. Got it, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for asking for that, brother. I got you. I got it there, man. Edibles and water for me. Yeah, I wish I could, man. I wish I could, bro. I wish I could, bro. Oh, hold on, man. What's this? How did that work? All right, there you go. Sorry about that. Yeah, the Venmo's on there too now. For Zion Love. Thank you, bro. Zion Zulu Lion. I'm sorry, brother. What was that? Where was I at, man? Where was I at? Bourbon or scotch? Scotch, probably. If I actually, dog, Jack Daniels, dog. Cheap. Dog, trust me, it's going to be cheap. Whatever comes 99 cents. Whatever comes, hey, look, Upper, that was a bad. Oh, yeah, dog. I couldn't even do that, bro. Was that what he said? That's why I had to stop reading that to you, Orlando. That seemed like I couldn't read it because I thought that was it came off like it was inappropriate, man. And please don't do those type of jokes, man, because my mama be listening, man. You know? Nah, like I told you, my income for the next month is going to be tight. Not tight, but the amount of money coming in my household is going to decrease. So I have to adjust for that like a grown folk by spending less. So I'm cutting out a lot of stuff for a while. You know what it is. We all been broke before. You ain't never had to be in broke mode. Y'all know about broke mode. College. If you went to college, you know about broke mode because that's college mode. You know what I mean? I said, well, but anyway, yeah, man. So what am I sipping on? Probably, I don't know, nothing. And plus, I got to talk a long time, and I don't like to talk. If I've been sipping on something, I don't really like to talk. You know what I mean? It's like I'd more rather just sit there. And on top of it, we're watching the Devin Haney fight. Oh, you fuck. Dog, I don't even know if I can watch it. I don't even know, bro. Yeah, broke mode. I'm going into broke mode this month. Told my son, hey, we in broke mode for a month. You know what I mean? We in broke mode. Said he be on that carb mode. What is that? Cardone. He be on that Cardone mode. Look, man, I can't watch no Devin Haney fight and be drinking. Because you know what that's gonna be, dog. I'm gonna get frustrated. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna be tired. all of the above, man. I need some coffee. Like, that's probably what I'm going to sip on. I'm probably going to sip on some coffee. That is probably the mode that I'm going to, that's probably the mode that I'm going to go on, bro. I'm probably going to go on the coffee mode. And not the other way around, bro. Don't forget to buy them pork chops before the fight. Need something to hey, dude, I'm gonna do that for a joke, bro. Seriously, I'm gonna put wager on it. Okay? Does anybody, because now I gotta gamble. Okay, now I gotta gamble. What's the over, bro? What's the over on this? Can somebody give me the odds on the over? I need to see the over. Somebody give me the odds on the over. Because I know it's going to be over 11 and a half, right? The over is 13. Hey, man, that man said the over is 13. Hey, man, you meant espresso shots keep you awake. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I think I may be sipping. I can't sip on espresso, but yeah, I'll make a strong set of coffee for this one, brother. Believe it. Don't put that evil in the universe, Martin. Your money's about to increase. Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, brother. My money's about to increase. No, I'm not putting that evil in there, man. I was talking about, yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. I needed that. No, man. We're doing good. We're doing well over here, man. We're doing well over here. You know what I mean? And most things in the long run have been a benefit, bro. Almost all the struggles that I've had in my life have been a net win. So it is what it is. Yes, you got that right. Thank you, brother. Devin, definitely a closer fight than Tank and Ryan. Yeah, I agree with that, T. Johnson. Hey, y'all hit the link though, man. Somebody else got one more I want to, so I can write, because I don't have to get off because I got, hold on one second. What? How does this work? Interesting. Betty, interesting. Ramen noodles and water? Nah, dog. We ain't like that now. It ain't going like that. Nah, I got it. Nah, it's not that bad. I mean, seriously, come on, man. It's it is what it is. I'm a grown person, bro. I got nest. It's a nest egg, bro. That's why you gotta keep your money. That's why you can't let it. That's why I'm telling you, man, these kids buy these gold chains and all of that. Like, people were asking me earlier last month, hey, man, are you going to the Gervonta Davis fight? And I was like, no, I can't afford it. I had the money. I had the cash on hand to do it. But I was like, nah, really can't do that, bro. You know what I mean? 10-5 for 9 is, we said 10.0. 10 and a half rounds is the over. Okay, what's the odds on it? What do you get for the over? So what do I get for upper echelon? What do I get for $100 on the over? If it goes over, it gets into the 11th round. How much do I win for going into the 11th round? Because that shit's going into the 11th round, bro. Minus. So what do I get for $100? I get what? What does that mean? I get $6. If I bet 100, I get $6. Or I got to bet $650 to win 100. I can't do it. Somebody's back might get thrown out or something. $6,500 wins 1,000. Hell no. Man, you got to bet $6,500 to win 1,000. Man, God, dog. You know this fight going the distance. I can't do that, man. I'm not betting $7,000 if somebody doesn't twist an ankle. You know what I mean? Because that's about the only spot. Thomas Hill said, "Hey, Martin, you would have gotten into that. You would have gotten in that piece for free, 99. You was rolling with Rise podcast in the side room interest. Oh yeah, no. But I still have to pay for hotels, and I still got to pay for food, like the ticket itself. Hey man, thank you, brother. That's big. A kilo netter in the building. He said, hey yeah, man, thank you, brother. Kilo netter for money increasing. I need that, brother. I do. I need that, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that correction, bro. You kept me positive, man. You kept me positive. Thank you. Don't want to fall into the negative, man, because the temptation was there to fall and is there to fall into the negative. That shoulder injury might pop back up. Exactly. I ain't about to have this fight ended because somebody fixes the fight. Like, nah, dog. Like John Boy say, man, what if Lomachenko, what do you call it? Smothers. What if he suffocates in one of them bear hugs? You know, I can't do it, man. Said they had that Airbnb room on lock for you too. Hey man, come on, man. I gotta get my air. You know what it is. Hey man, don't worry about it. We'll be back out there, bro. I'll be back out there, man. Wow, Devin only a minus 2,500. Yeah, it's about right. He got to win a decision, dude. He's got to win a decision. So yeah, 100%. That makes a lot of sense to me. You know why? Because he's got to win a decision. Winning a decision, dog. That ain't easy, man. He got to win a decision. Decision against Lomachenko, who is a very, very good boxer. Okay, so one of the options being gone, which is a knockout, you know, he said, I may put 2,500 on it. Oh, man, 2,500 on it. 25. So you talking about 2,500? You're going to try to get you 400 out of that? Man, you guys are way braver than I am, bro. You way, way, way braver than me. I can't do it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't, because just one loss, because I do it 10 times, I lose once. Everything goes. Nah, bro. Like I said, I just got bit on the gamble. Actually, it might have been worth the gamble, but got bit on the gamble. So, a better win by more than 3 rounds. Yeah, man. Look, dude. Here's the thing: if Lomachenko goes at him in the early rounds and he's able to land consistently on him and makes those rounds close, do not think, bro. Devin plus 1,000. I'm a 7 plus 10,000 for knockout. I'm a just put 100 on it. Ooh. And you get how much you get if he knocks him out? He ain't knocking his ass out. God, dog. He ain't knocking him out, dog. I just can't see it, brother. I just can't see it, man. I can't see it. But look, man, I'm gonna roll up out of here, man. Thank y'all, guys. Thank y'all so much for y'all supporting the chat today. I'm gonna let y'all hang out, man. We'll be back tomorrow. And again, thank you to every single solitary person that supported in the Cash App today. It really does mean a lot to the channel. So thank you guys very, very much. We will be back tomorrow talking about whatever news there is that comes out in boxing in between now and then. And also hanging out and talking about what's going on, Bud Jablonski and Joseph Robinson. Peace out to you. And talking about this Devin Haney versus Lomachenko fight. But anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.